Okay. I was going to say, yeah, is there a cue? Is there like a jingle coming something back to us? Or do you know? All right, we're getting ready to line up for the kickoff. I'm ready. All right, here is the run-up, and the kickoff by Tuskegee is underway. So Albany State, Mike Green will take it from the Ram 4-yard line, return it 15, 20, 25, still on the run to 30. They stack him up across the 30 out to about the 34, maybe the 33-yard line, depends on where they stack him up. So we are underway. I want to thank you for tuning in to our broadcast on WZBN Praise 105.5, the gospel leader. Albany State Golden Rams hosting the Tuskegee University Golden Tigers. A lot of golden here today. I'm Fred Suttles with Norman Newton and Coach Jesse Massey at the ASU Coliseum. Guys, big game today.
You got it, Fred. It's a lot of excitement, a lot of things going on with this ball game today, and you can see the pageantry that everybody's getting into it, and knowing we're ready to roll.
We're rolling. First and 10 Rams from the Albany State 34-yard line. Albany State going from right to left on your radio. Handoff, running back Tracy Scott. Leading rusher for the Rams will bust out to about the 41-yard line, 5 yards. We'll give him a little more than that, about 7 yards on that carry. And that's a nice run there. It'll be second down and 3.
Tracy Scott come in leading Albany State in rushing. He's fifth in the SIAC, 45 carries, 314 yards, 2 touchdowns coming in today. And the Rams have relied on him heavily. That running game has really got going in the last 3 games for the Rams, coming in with two big wins in a row. Looked outstanding last week against Clark Atlanta up in Atlanta. We put the reserve running backs in, and I think we had close to 300 yards rushing in that game, Fred.
2nd and 3 Rams from the Albany State 41-yard line. Banu, the quarterback, coming down on the option play. Turn it up there, get the first down, and break it out close to midfield, out to the 49-yard line. And Albany State's red shirt freshman quarterback, Danu, of course, carrying the load as Callias Williams went down a couple of weeks ago. Played a good game, and he actually got some reserve time last week. 1st and 10 at the Albany State 49-yard line. This Tuskegee team, they're hungry for a win. They are 1-3. They've lost 2 in a row, and they just definitely want to win. And the Rams, of course, on a little roll, 2 wins in a row for the Rams early in this season. So 1st and 10, Albany State. We're just underway. No score at the ASU Coliseum. 14 minutes left here on the first quarter clock as the Rams set up with 2 backs in the backfield. Banu will hand off to Scott. Tough that time. And they stack him up right around midfield. And one guy to watch there on defense is going to be number 2, Ricky Norris. He's the leading tackler for Tuskegee. 37 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 1 sack, and a pass defended. Coach Matt's got to watch that guy.
You look at Fred, they really, you can tell, I've been watching the last couple of series, they really worked on that option. They are defending that pretty good. That's why we got that first down. He turned underneath there.
A yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9 right at midfield. The Rams ready to go. 3 receivers. Banu, play action's going to run it right side, and he's going to get good yardage. First down and hit at about the 39. They give him just the 40. I think they say he slid around the 40. It's a first down. And one thing I asked him, I talked to Deontay Banu, the quarterback. I asked him, what are we going to do different today? I know we want to win. He said, we're going to challenge them downfield. And then the next question, who's going to catch the ball besides Mike Green? He said he's waiting for that too.
But you saw him do what you just said on that first one. We went down north and south.
And he slid because McMillan, that safety, was coming up to get him, and they made a good decision to go down.
And give it to Habersham, and McKinley Habersham on the carry. Not a whole lot of running room there. Habersham, of course, 160 yards and 2 touchdowns on the season. He has 4 receptions, and they will spot him down at the 35. 5 yards, though. Not that bad, though. 5 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5, Albany State.
Albany State yet to attempt to pass, and that's what we expect, a heavy dose of rushing. Albany State last week, I said over 300 yards, had 393 yards of net rushing against Clark. They just really pounded the ball last week.
2nd down, Tracy Scott, tough run, busting through there, inside the 30 down to the 29, another first down for the Rams. So Albany State on the carry again and again and again, another first down. This drive started at the Ram 34-yard line. Now they're down to the 29 of Tuskegee.
The offensive line at the point of attack getting good surge on those defensive linemen, Norm.
Yeah, sticking to those guys. That's what you have to do.
No huddle, play action. Banu wants to pass. Throw it there. A little post corner action, and overshot his receiver, Rashad Jordan. So this time they play action, tried a little post corner, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down coming up.
Fred and Norm Habersham was sitting right there on the 25-yard line, nobody around him. And I guarantee you wish he had thrown that ball to him. He was wide open.
Yeah, he went for the bigger play that time. And I'm not really mad at him because that's what you play action.
Yeah.
You've been running the ball well. First down, you come out, try to hit him for a deep shot. At least let him know you're going to throw the ball down the field on him.
It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 29 of Tuskegee. Habersham, the lone setback for the Rams. 3 receivers. They give it to Habersham, and he going to break there, get a flag coming down behind the play. This is probably coming back. And one of the defenders there, number 56, celebrating. He think he was held.
Number 72 by us, Fred.
That's exactly right.
Franklin Montgomery, the defender there, he thinks he was held, and here's the call by the referee. And it is a holding call. That's going to back us up.
I think Vernon Samuels, number 70. I'm sorry, not that's Raymond Thomas, number 72 for the Rams. Just missed him that time. He kind of held him up. That's a good call by the refs. The Rams going to have to regroup now. It's going to be 2nd and long.
That's why he's got to get to the point of attack so he can get to the edge so he can make that block for that guy so he can get on the corner.
I want to thank you for tuning in to our broadcast today on 105.5 FM, and tell your friends out there. A lot of people still don't know where the games are. We're on 105.5. You can load the app up on your phone. WZBN Praise 105.5 FM. Today's game also being video streamed live on the internet out there, so those watching the game today, and want to thank our production crew, Albany State mass communication students, Eric Tabor behind the scenes getting that production done. It'll be 2nd and long for the Rams after the penalty. Habersham short side breaking it, and he will work his way back to about the 35-yard line. Did that ball come loose?
They'll come out at the end there, but I think the officials are going to say Habersham was down.
Number 72 had it for us anyway, if it was ruled a fumble. So we get some of the penalty yards back. It'll be 3rd and about 15 coming up from the 35. So 3rd, we'll call it 16. from the 35 of Tuskegee.
And this is where the Rams offense is at a disadvantage. They're coming in actually first in SIAC converting on third down right around 43%, but it's usually because it's third and manageable with that good running game. Penalty backed us up, and now the Rams probably have to put the ball in the air.
The Rams with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Banu back to pass here on third down, incomplete. Off the hands of Rashad Jordan, a little short action there. I don't know if we would have got the first down there. And now we're going to be in a situation, most likely a punting situation here at the 35-yard line. So
we're going to feel.
Yeah, now I wish Rashad would have caught that one anyway, because if nothing else, it would have gave us an easier field goal attempt. Now, this is going to be a punt, but he would have caught that ball. He probably would have made it down to at least a 25-yard line, setting up about a 42-yard field goal. And we know that our field goal kicker has been hot lately. He's been on a tear.
8 for 11 on the season field goals. He's now the leading punter in the conference. So, of course, doing a good job back there. Gabriel Bolinas, here's the punt by him, trying to angle it and pin him deep. It's going to go out of bounds. We'll see where they spot it. Out of bounds. He was angling for the sideline, and that official says inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So that's a good job there by Albany State Bolinas, averaging right at about 41 yards a punt, but you don't need the yardage on that one. Just want to angle it in and pin them deep.
Yeah, that drive started out very promising for the Rams. Had a good running game going, got all the way down inside the 30-yard line, but then we had the penalty, backed us up, and the Rams couldn't overcome it on 2 incompletions. So let's see what this Dirty Blue defense can get going. Now, the defense has played, especially the first-team defense, has played lights out the last couple of games. See what they can do here against this Tuskegee. And Coach Massey, you said they got some beef on that offensive line.
Yeah, they got it, baby. They 6'2", 6'3", big guys.
All right, getting the start at quarterback number 3 is going to be Ahmad DeRamus. DeRamus, the quarterback, is going to hand off to his running back number 4, trying to get around that corner, and that is Tareem Taylor. He's the leading rusher, coming in with 305 yards for Tuskegee, but he didn't have a whole lot of room. I think he lost yardage as we pinned him back there around the 5-yard line.
And that's their famous play there. That's that stretch play that had to run to the edge to get them guys to cut those guys down from the inside to give them daylight on them.
But you know, if it's me, if I have a big offensive line, I'm running at people, not trying to get outside. You try to push people off the line, and that time they tried to get outside and gave Albany a chance. They State's defense a chance to string it out.
It'll be 2nd and 13 from the 5-yard line. Handoff right up the middle, and not a lot doing there. Got a couple of tough yards and ran into a pack of Rams. It'll be 3rd down at about 10 coming up. That's a good job there. It's going to keep them in 3rd and long. The clock is moving. We're in the first quarter, 10-10 and ticking. Now, if you can hear the wind whipping on the microphones, we're on top of the roof, and it's a gusty, windy day. But for the moment, we're getting a little cover from this sunshine. High somewhere around the upper 90s, but right now, just windy and a little shade for us. So here we go, 3rd and 10 for Tuskegee. Coming into the day, they're 34% on the year. Receivers left and right here. The quarterback ready to go. 2 backs. They're going to stay to the run game and hand it off. And boy, nowhere to go. He was hammered right at the 10-yard line. And running back, not much room. And again, number 4, Taylor on the carry. And the Rams stuff him after a 2-yard gain. It'll be 4th down in the punting situation.
That's a good job in the norm.
Yeah, Malik Barnes got in there and gave him a lick after one of those offensive linemen.
Holding him.
Yeah, boy. Sometimes it's better to go down and self-preservation when you're not going to get to the yard.
Crosswind or what is coming in our face here, Fred? Is it crosswind or knifing us?
It's wind.
It's wind, isn't it? I'm trying to judge how you're going to catch this.
It looks like it's coming out of the northeast.
Yeah.
It's like.
Here's the punting situation from the end zone, and he gets it away. Mike Green waiting for it, and he is going to lose the ball there. Tuskegee falls on it. Made a big mistake there. Mike Green, the Ram star, and he's maybe injured. He is favoring his arm. And that would be a huge loss for the Rams. Mike Green was trying to set up a return, but that was dangerous. The hang time on that punt, he should have waited for the fair catch.
Yeah, he didn't field it cleanly. Even with the fair catch, they would have had a chance to recover it as a muff. That's just unfortunate. He just mishandled that one. He's usually sure-handed back there. I think that's the first turnover on the punt we've had this year, and that's a big one. Tuskegee coming in with a -2 turnover margin, and the Rams were a solid 0. No more, no less on the turnovers. But Tuskegee gets the early takeaway in the first quarter.
What's worse, Mike Green has to be attended to on the sideline That might be a huge loss. Option play, Tuskegee, and they pitch it there to Taylor. Taylor, good running room there. He's going to get inside the Ram 40, go down to about the Albany State 38-yard line.
Boy, that's real unfortunate after that defense had done their job. Stood them up down there on that, it's kept them inside the 10-yard line, 3 and out. And then now have to come right back out on the field. And now you're in your own territory trying to keep this Tuskegee Tiger offense, Golden Tigers, excuse me, let me say that right because we got a lot of gold going on out here. Trying to keep that Golden Tiger offense out of the end zone.
It'll be 2nd and 5 at the Albany State 38-yard line. Tuskegee in possession after the Rams muffed the punt. 8:19 to go, first quarter. No score at the ASU Coliseum. They're ready to go here. The quarterback is going to hand off this time. A little stretched run again. Taylor trying to get the corner. Runs out of the room and might have got, going to get a really good spot. Looks like they're going to give him close to the 36-yard line. So he's going to get a couple of yards, and that'll make it a 3rd down and 3 situation coming up.
I think that's a lady right there with the H on the back right there. I believe that's a female right there, Norm, right in front of us.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, good observation, Coach.
Yeah.
It'll be 3rd and 3 here. You know Coach Slater likes to run the ball. So one thing about it, they could kind of get you in there looking for that run and throw it over the top. The quarterback getting the start today, Doremus. He's a senior from Gaston, Alabama. 3rd and 3. Doremus to pass, sets up, flushed out to the left. And he's going to try and run for the first down. He's going to get the first down and out of bounds close to the 30-yard line of Albany State. So that time, Doremus on the carry, got a nice little seal there on the far end, and he'll get to the Ram 33.
And that's unfortunate that he ran 100 yards to get 3 or 4 to him, and he got the first down.
And they're going to say, well, let's see, okay, they are going to say first down. It was real close there. I was thinking they might come out and measure. Either way, Tuskegee probably would have went for it on 4th and inches. But they set them up right at 33 with a first down.
They send double receivers out to the right. One man split wide left, and they line it with 2 backs in the backfield. Pistol formation, Doremus ready to go. 1st and 10 at the Ram 33. He will keep it this time, trying to get around the left edge, and
Good
finally
job,
we
number 5.
yank him down. Is that Kawamba Jones?
Yeah, Kawamba Jones, the Rams' leading tackler, 23 tackles. And boy, he proves that you don't have to be a big guy to play football. He's only 5'8", around 180 pounds. He sticks his nose in that up there in that line of scrimmage from the safety position all the time.
And Stephon Pierre came in and made the tackle, but Kawamba Jones set him up. So that's a good job by the Rams safety and linebacker, doing a great job. 2nd and 9 at the Albany State 32-yard line here. No score, 6:41 to go. First quarter, Fred Suttles with Norman Newton and Jesse Massey. Next week is homecoming, 2019 already. And, boy, we're getting ready for that one. Big one night right now. Tuskegee, 2nd and 9. Handoff, Taylor. Nowhere to go. Nailed by a couple of Rams right there at the line of scrimmage. So we say no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Albany State will make a defensive substitution. Deontay Jackson will come in that defensive line. He comes in replacing jersey 59, John Kelly. So they rotate defensive lineman, and this is a big one, 3rd and 9. Tuskegee, 3 receivers to the right, 1 man split to the left. Doremus, the senior, ready to go at quarterback. Drops back, looks downfield, going to flip it to his running back, and 2 Rams on him and nowhere to go. Number 8 caught the ball. That's Sean McGee, but he was, I'm sorry, that's Evante Patterson on the catch. Patterson, and we had 2 Rams there to pin him, and he got maybe a yard to the 31.
That's a good job by Brandarius Rollins, number 39, a defensive back coming up, and that guy tried to split and then tried to hop outside. And they were right there. The Rams defense doing a good job of ganging up and stopping the run well short of the first down. They're going to try a field goal. This is going to be about a 47-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, he's 4 for 4 on the year. So Arnez Husick. So here we go. 48-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up high. Has the distance, and he missed it. It never hooked. I think the wind might have pushed it. That wind is pushing this way. And I think it may have kept it from angling back to the left. So the field goal is no good, and the Rams would take over with 5:04 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, so like Coach Massey was asking earlier, is it a crosswind? I guess the stadium runs north and south. So if I'm looking at this right, and the wind is coming across the field in our face. We're on the west side of the stadium. So the wind's blowing from the east to the west. And that, like you said, Fred, push that field goal from the kicker's perspective to the right.
So it'll be Albany State ball, 1st and 10 at the Ram 31-yard line. Banu ready to go, trips right. And we will hand off to a running back, and busting through there, Tracy Scott. And Scott, again, of course, doing a good job for the Rams. Well, he's built like a rock, too. 6 feet, 205-pound junior from Greenville, South Carolina, running behind that line. Let's get a line credit. They've been doing a good job last week.
Last couple of weeks, just outstanding. Both lines, offense and defense.
5 yards on the carry here. It'll be 2nd and 5. 4:41, the clock ticks. First quarter, we have no score if you just tuned in to us. Albany State hosting.
They outside right here, Fred.
Yes, Albany State hosting Tuskegee.
Coach got it. Free play, Fred.
It'll be 2nd down and 5. And, like you said, a free play. And head linesman flag came out, offsides, and I'm sure we'll take that penalty. That should be good enough for a 1st down. Don't forget, next week is Homecoming 2019. This year's Homecoming theme, the greatest of all time. Got a lot of activities. We're going to give you a rundown at halftime. A big concert next Friday, October the 11th. Frankie Beverly and Mays at the Albany Civic Center.
We're going to be about a foot short of that 1st down. It's going to be 2nd and really, really short. And, Fred, you know what I do on this play.
What you going for, Norm?
Bro, I'm throwing it over the top. I'm trying to throw it to the end zone for right here.
Oh, boy.
At least come up with something downfield for sure. I feel pretty confident you can come back on 2nd down and 3rd down and get a half yard.
It now.
Rams on 2nd down. Give it to Scott. He gets the 1st down and finally dragged down at about the 45 of Albany State yard line. So the Rams needed a couple of inches, and they got a nice little surge there. Good yardage, 1st and 10. For the Albany State Golden Rams.
I'm trying to find Green on the
sideline. I don't see him out on the field either.
They were messing with his arm, his shoulder, and all that kind of stuff. I don't see him right now. That's a big loss for us, Fred.
3 receivers here for the Rams. 1st and 10 at the Albany State 45-yard line. Banu looking over to the near side. May want our band to quiet down a little bit there as we get our offensive signals in. Play clock down to 7 seconds. On 1st down, we're ready to go. Finally, option far side of the field. Banu going to cut it up there, cross midfield, and hold on to it. Taken down at about the 49-yard line of Tuskegee. 6 yards on the quarterback keeper on the option play.
That decision. Either he's going to take that quarterback or he's going to go to the back. That time he went to the back, and the quarterback did a good job of turning it underneath. No.
And I just have to say, I'm so impressed with Banu. Now, remember, this guy's a redshirt freshman. Our quarterback went down in the 2nd game of the year. And he's come in, and this guy has looked very composed and running his offense like he owns it.
On 2nd down, pitch it, and Tracy Scott, boy.
That was a dangerous pitch.
Ooh, you see that slam? I don't know what that flag is going to be.
To pound this thing on in the end zone.
So 1st down at the 30-yard line of Tuskegee. Albany State ready to go. Wooten goes in motion for ASU. 2:34 on the clock, 1st quarter. Habersham on the carry. And, boy, just a host of Golden Tigers there wrap him up. No gain on the play. They stood him up right there at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, at the bottom of that pile. Number 3 for the Golden Tigers. I guess that's Carl Matthews, the defensive back from Birmingham, Alabama. So when you get defensive backs up there tackling guys at the line of the scrimmage, that's right. They playing you close to the line, so now it's time to try to hit them over the top. Still looking for Mike Green. We haven't been able to make a determination on what's going on with him exactly?
Becky Board, the trainer, was down there with him, and she tapped him on the shoulder. Don't know. Here we go. Screenplay. Habersham breaks a tackle, still on his feet, inside the 20 and out of bounds there. Had, a couple of nice offensive linemen. If they could have picked one of those guys up,
wow,
he could be dancing. But it's a first down. The Rams on the screenplay.
Yeah, we had numbers that time. We had 3 offensive linemen get out there. We had a wide receiver on that side, and there were only 3 Tuskegee defenders out there. But our guys, 2 of our guys went and blocked one guy, and the other guy didn't block anybody, which allowed Tuskegee to make the play before we get in the end zone.
We do get down to the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, Albany State. 4 receivers for the Rams here. Bonu ready to go. Play action. Whoa, what a nice fake. Bonu at the 10. And they stand him up. He's still on his feet. He'll dive down inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal to go coming up. What a nice run by the quarterback. Bonu, of course, doing a great job. 6'1", out of Atlanta, Georgia. Nice run. Good fake, too.
He rolled him in there, and they went for it. Good determination going north to south, Norm.
Yeah, Mike Green is out of his pass, guys. Yeah. That is a bad sign
right there
for the Rams, boy, I tell you. And look like we got a timeout right here. But just think about this, Fred, now. The Rams have lost the leading tackler from last year, which was Antonio Leroy. Okay. We lost our starting quarterback, Calais Williams, who's probably the most dynamic player, well, we'll say most important player on offense, if not Mike Green. And now we got Mike Green, who's arguably the second most important player right now, probably the most dynamic player we have on offense. And we got him out. So, boy, the Rams just the 3 top players on the team pretty much
but go ahead, Fred.
Injured.
All right, well, we have a moment. I want to thank our sponsors for Albany State University Athletics, Phoebe Putnam Memorial Hospital, Flint Community Bank, BSN Sports, Park Inn by Radisson, Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, Easy Copy, Maryland's Fried Chicken, Nike, King's Family Dentistry, WZBN Praise 105.5 FM, and You Save It Pharmacy. I want to thank you for supporting Albany State University Golden Rams Athletics. 1:16 on the clock, first quarter, no score yet, but the Rams knocking on the door at the 4-yard line. Coach,
I want to pick that up what Norm was saying about determination. That means some other guys are stepping up and filling the void right there to come up with injured players that's starting. Now we got to go to the bench, and these guys been working real hard because I've been watching them in practice, and they do a good job of picking up the slack. So let's see, can we pick the slack up?
Well, I asked Bonu who was going to be, and somebody else is going to have to pick the load up on that receiving end. But with Mike Green, you start down. I don't know how bad it is, but he won't be back today.
In a sling, Fred.
Got the sling on his arm, but injured on that first punt. He muffed the ball, and I think one of the Tuskegee players landed on him as he tried to go for it after the ball was loose, and he's out of the ball game for the Rams. And he was our leader leader of our all-purpose yards, and of course our top receiver. At the 4-yard line, Tracy Scott fighting his way down to
touchdown, Fred.
Oh, he got in there. 4 yards, and I don't know how he did it, but he scores. The Rams, Tracy Scott gives Albany State a 6-0 lead.
And Tracy Scott showing his gymnastic ability too, doing a round off and a backflip he came off that with. He's feeling pretty good about that one. 3rd touchdown of the year, and it gives the Rams the lead with 1:03 to go in the first quarter against Tuskegee.
So Albany State 6-0. 1:03 to go here. Bolinas with the point after to try and give us a 7-0 lead. Here's the snap, the place down, and the kick is up and it's good. Another thing about it, Mike Green is the normal holder, but Bonu is the backup holder. Okay. The Rams 7, Tuskegee nothing. We're going to take us a break. We're going to come back in a moment. Golden Rams football is on WZBN Praise 105.5. Yeah. All right after this one.
That was real close. That was real close.
All right, thanks. We are back to action here, and we had the kickoff while we were away. Kickoff went into the end zone, so it's going to be his touchback. And what'd you see, Norman?
That was real close to being a Rams touchdown. The guy from Tuskegee caught the ball in the end zone where he muffed it kind of, and he has to get back on that and down it for that to be an official touchback, and he kind of looked like he was lost, waiting for the officials to do something. And if the Rams would have got down there and got on the ball, that would have been called a Rams touchdown.
So Albany State with the lead there, and the Rams with a nice drive after Tuskegee missed that field goal. We were able to drive it down the field and get the touchdown. 7-0 Rams. Tuskegee from the 25-yard line from under center. Handoff. Woo! Nailed in the backfield. Patterson nowhere to go, and he had a Ram on top of him. Who was that back there celebrating?
41, Fred. There he is right there. He made the initial contact.
Christian Murray.
Yeah, Murray. Murray coming in with 8 tackles for the Rams defense. Getting a lot of playing time without Antonio Leroy being in there. Antonio figured to be playing that linebacker position, but Christian's come in and did a pretty decent job with Antonio being injured.
Got a final score in the SIAC earlier. It was Central State defeating Edward Waters 28-21. 28-21 Central State with the victory. 21 seconds left in this first quarter. Tuskegee, 2nd and 10. Quarterback, throw it too far and out of bounds to the far sideline. And not sure he was looking for number 1, I think, over there. That is Ramsey, one of the top receivers. Is incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
His first look was out here in the flat. He was trying to get Charlton Jordan, I think his name is.
Yep.
And the Rams did a good job of jumping right on top of him. The quarterback had to take it down and look elsewhere. I thought the pass rush was going to get to him for a second there, but he went ahead and fired that thing incomplete.
All right, we got 14 seconds left in the quarter. We're going to take a 60-second commercial break when the quarter expires. So, BJ, good to have you with us at WZBN back at Radio Control. So, 3rd down, and the band, I think they're warning the band to quiet it. And I think that is a warning against the Albany State band playing while Tuskegee offense has the ball. And they're ready to go here. So 3rd down and 10. Tuskegee with receivers left and right. The quarterback drops back in. He wants to pass. Has all day to throw the ball. Pumps. Now he's going to be taken down as a coverage sack. Had nowhere to go, but you got a flag down.
Got a flag back here in the secondary. Probably going to be some kind of contact on the Rams.
Probably on number.
We'll have to wait and see something.
Right here. Number need to face me.
That's
right
Peyton
number.
Ramsey, the guy, the wide receiver, 6'1 senior from McCalla, Alabama. He's celebrating, and he thinks it's a penalty. And they say, what, holding, defensive holding?
So they're going to give him 5 yards and a 1st down, I believe, on that one.
And I think, well, they may not allow the quarter because it's a defensive penalty as the time expired. So we should have one more snap.
One untimed play on this end, Fred. You're exactly right.
So time is run out in the first quarter, and we anticipate one untimed down.
Well, I thought they would go with one untimed play.
They did. Well, we're going to take a timeout. So at the end of the first quarter, you score Albany State 7, Tuskegee nothing. We'll be right back after this.
I don't know. You didn't give it.
Oh, I'm going to give it back. Yeah, I'm putting that right here.
All right, thanks a lot. We're at the ASU Coliseum. Albany State hosting Tuskegee. We head to the second quarter. The Rams lead at 7-0. 15 minutes in the books, Coach.
Fred, we had them on the ropes on that particular series of downs right there. We let them off the hook by committing that penalty by holding in the secondary. That was unfortunate because we're finna get this ball back, and we had a little bit of more.
Yeah.
And you want to keep a little more against these guys now because, like you say, their coach don't like to throw the ball, and he likes to establish that running game. And once he gets you tilted, he throws it over the top for it.
Yep, you're exactly right. But Tuskegee only has one offensive first down their own. I mean, they got that one on the penalty, but I think they ran the ball and picked up one on the previous drive. But other than that, They've had the ball 3 times and only managed 1 first down. Let's see if Albany State can shut them down here starting on the 35.
Second quarter action. They change ends. Tuskegee ball, first down at the 35-yard line. The quarterback sets up to throw it. Going deep and intercepted Jones at the Ram 45, 50, 45. And hit by a big lineman, but we get the interception. Kawamba Jones picks it off. Pass intended for number 1, Peyton Ramsey, but Jones made a big play.
He looked excellent there. The quarterback would have had to lay that out really over the top. That ball was underthrown. It'll probably do to some pressure. The quarterback looked like he had a good one to step up and throw the ball, but he just underthrew it, Coach Master. And Kawamba Jones, the Rams' leading tackler, and now he has an interception to that resume for the 2019 season. And the Rams take over right here on the 45-yard line.
Kawamba Jones, 5'8", 175-pound junior from Miami, Florida. Great job there. And the Rams get the interception. He returned it about 10 yards there. First down at the 45 of Tuskegee. Albany State, Tracy Scott goes to work. 5 tough yards down to, well, they give him about 4 down to the 41. Got a final score from Atlanta. Morehouse defeated Kentucky State 33-24. So Morehouse with a big win today. And also Central State with victories today in the SIAC.
That's a big one for Morehouse. I have to look at those records, but doesn't that that will count as an SIAC game, but that's against a West opponent. We'll take a look at that and talk about it more later in the game.
2nd and 6, Rams at the 41. Hand it off to Havisham. Break through there, get a Ram first down, and they drag him down at about the Albany State 31-yard line. Great run there. Number 3, Carl Matthews had to drag him down, but Albany State with another big first down.
You know what's happening? Our offensive line is beating them to the punch right there. They're leaving holes for them. We're doing a good job, Fred. Here we go.
Quickly, the Rams run it. Tracy Scott, boy, he has nowhere to go. East and west, not a good venture that time. We're going to lose maybe a yard or 2 at about the 33-yard line. So had 3 of those Golden Tigers over there to make the play. Number 3, Matthews, along with the cornerback, number 7, Ken Height.
They want to force us in that kind of situation right there. If we go, look like we're getting a lot of success going north and south, going right at them, like you said earlier, Fred. And we tried to bounce it outside, and they were there for us.
Yep, that's exactly right.
It'll be 2nd down, about 12 to go. Ball right at about the 33-yard line of Tuskegee. 13:21 to go. Second quarter here at the Coliseum. We call it the Rams Den. Option play. Banu. Good. 25, 20, 15. And fumble and a Ram, we think, no. Nobody. Was that ball Tuskegee?
Whoa.
Tuskegee.
I thought we had that ball. I thought one of our players had recovered the ball and was on the ground, which would have made him down immediately. But they're going to say that he wasn't down and that Tuskegee cut the ball. Now that.
Number 9 had
wow.
the ball.
Wow. Can we get a replay on that? Because I could have sworn that one of our players down there that looked like a receiver was down blocking. And he was down there, I think it might have been Chris Sparks. And I thought he recovered that ball, and his knee was on the ground, and the Tuskegee player knocked it away from him, and it kept rolling, and Tuskegee comes up with it. They're worried about Tuskegee. Wow. Too bad we can't get a replay on that one. I could have sworn Sparks was on the ground with the recovery.
That's our second turnover today. We had a muff on the punt, and now we had that fumble after Banu had a nice run. It'll be first down, Tuskegee. They have the ball inside their 5-yard line. That'll stop the Albany State drive, and they're ready to go here offensively. Of course, the quarterback coming in today had 258 passing yards. He's only thrown an interception, no touchdown passes. And they line up under center at the 4-yard line, I backfield. They give it to the big fullback, and he goes nowhere. Had a couple of Rams right underneath there to stop him. Big number 79 for Albany State, Elijah Brown. 6'3", 250-pound redshirt sophomore from Augusta. And he's a good one. And you know what he majors in? English.
Oh, my God.
That's what I started out in. That is so funny.
Well, it's not funny, but it's not normal to see this big guy like that, and he's an English.
You want to be a professor in the class teaching English. Nothing wrong with that. But Albany State, boy, this is kind of usually 2 turnovers in the first half of them. Albany State only came in with only 4 turnovers for the entire season, but 2 in the first half.
They set up to go past near side, and it's going to be almost caught there. Number 18 was the guy there. They tried to get the ball to that's Chardron Johnson, and they had a 2 tight end formation. They play action out of it and tried to throw it to the near side. It'll be incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and about 8 coming up there. Ball resting at the 6-yard line.
I don't think anybody's going to have much success trying to throw against this wind today. This plan, I don't know what it is like down on the field. We have to get down there and see Coach Matthew. You're going to go down there and find out for us. But up here where we are, it is blowing a good stiff wind coming across the field, so it's going to play havoc on any deep passes. You're going to have to thread the needle or keep that ball low and tight.
Big play here, Freddie.
Deep.
So it's 3rd and 8. Tuskegee from their 6-yard line. Their quarterback, Ahmad Daramus, in the pistol setup here. Got 3 receivers on the field ready to go. He wants to pass quickly, pumps, no. Flushed out, and we missed him in the end zone. And
that's
now,
holding in the end zone that they didn't call.
And he throws at the last minute. Intercepted by the Rams. And on the return to 20, 15, still running. I thought his knee was down. They say it was.
Auto break.
Yeah. Interception, and we get it back. Return to the 5-yard line.
And that's par for the course, because that ball is set up exactly where I thought I got recovered it at the 5-yard line. And we intercepted him. I'm like you, Fred. I thought his knee was down. They didn't blow it. I got returned it to the 5-yard line. So now we had the ball exactly what we should have had it a little while ago. Let's see what the Rams can do. Good job by that Rams defense coming up with a 2nd interception today. And that evens the turnover battles at 2 apiece.
There's 3 interceptions on the season now for Daramus, the quarterback for Tuskegee. The Rams. 1st down at the 5-yard line. 12:03 to go. 1st and goal for Albany State. 3 receivers. Banu in the pistol. Got Habersham in the backfield. He will give it to Habersham. Woo! He was hammered. Nobody blocked number 12. He's like he was shot out of a cannon as DeVoris Thomas out of Mobile, Alabama, with a big play in the Ram backfield. No gain on the play, a loss of a yard at the 6.
Coach, they sold out on that one. Everybody came up the gap. Number 12 was on the outside. He's the outside linebacker. And he saw the read and this came across, made the tackle. See, can we get it in?
Yeah, we would have had any kind of play action on that. It would have been an easy touchdown because everybody was playing the run.
Keyjon DeBerry checks in as a Ram tight end. He caught his first reception TD last week at Clark, Atlanta. We're ready to go. 2nd and goal at the 6 of Tuskegee. 3 receivers, and Coach Gabe Gardena, he may have called a timeout. He wanted to discuss something. So the Rams, we think we're going to take one. We're going to keep it right here. 11:26 to go. 2nd quarter, 7-0 Albany State over Tuskegee. When we come back, it'll be 2nd down and goal at the 6-yard line. And this is a huge possession. See if the Rams can come up with. Don't forget next week, homecoming. Doesn't get bigger than that. Homecoming, a lot of activities throughout the week. You can go to ASUGoldenRams.com. You can go to ASURams.edu and look it up. We'll talk about it. But, of course, the big game is next Saturday at 2 o'clock. We'll be hosting the Lane College Dragons.
Yeah.
So we get Lane in here. And I don't know if we ever had them for homecoming, but they'll be the homecoming opponent. But activities on top of activities on top of activities.
With that big concert in there.
The concert on Friday night, Saturday, the game, the parade, convocation Friday morning, alumni business meetings, and all kind of things
Wednesday,
going on.
the thing down on the square, not the square, the Grand Parade there on campus, and then the thing downtown on Pine. I think that's on Wednesday also. So like you said, a lot of stuff going on.
We'll highlight it at halftime, so we'll talk about it. Homecoming 2019 coming up. Rams, after the timeout, ready to go. DeBerry resets. 2 backs this time for the quarterback. He's going to run the option, pitch it to Scott. 5, he's going to walk in. Touchdown. 2nd one today. Tracy Scott makes it 13-0 Rams.
If you're not used to playing the option, and you got to develop your reads, and the quarterback did a great job of faking that guy on the edge, and he made a great pitch. And then, like Fred said, he walked it in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. That's a nice job there, and I love the option. You get folks on the heels with the option.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things off of that. Now the Rams have been wearing Tuskegee out with it here in this first half. Let's see if we can get some other things going, some passing or something out of that look. And boy, just keep doing what's working right now, Coach.
Here's a snap on the PAT. Boy, not a good looking kick, but it went through. So Bellina stays perfect on his point after. Well, I think they say he has one he missed.
Yeah, a bad snap.
Yeah, he missed one, but it's 14-0 right now. Albany State over Tuskegee. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. Golden Rams football is on WZBN Praise 105.5. run like that? Do you run like that?
No. Hey. We have to come up the hash. We can't come right up to the middle.
All right, thank you. We're back here, 14-0, Albany State over Tuskegee. Kickoff, Blinas. It'll angle to the end zone, and he's going to bring it out at the 5, 10, and nailed there. Number 16, boy, he was in no man's land there. He brought it out of that end zone. He could have took a knee, Kedrick Green, but he is only going to get about 10, maybe 11 yards to the 11-yard line, and they'll be pinned deep.
Boy, the Rams special teams, I think it was number 26 and number 27, Thomas Ward and James Hawkins. Those are some defensive backs, but they were down there. Boy, they good angle kick it in the corner.
You kick it in the corner, you pin. That sideline has you trapped, and they trapped him right there at that angle. It'll be first down at the 11-yard line. Tuskegee offense will come back on the field. They've been struggling. They've lost 2 in a row. Winston-Salem State, and last week they lost a big one to West Alabama. They started off the season, a loss to Alabama State. They won a close one over Kentucky State, and they come in here 1-3, and they have been a nemesis against the Rams for about the last 10 years or so. And handoff from the 11-yard line, running back, that's Kenny Gant Jr. Of course, we remember his dad. He went to school with us, and of course, played in the NFL.
Sharp.
Kenny Gant.
Play for who?
The Cowboys. I think he left the Cowboys and went to Tampa Bay?
It was Tampa.
Yeah.
His son is 6 feet, 186-pound senior. He's from Tampa. He transferred from Bethune-Cookman to Tuskegee. He's going to get some good yards, though. They will spot him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 3. 10:44 on the clock, second quarter here. Albany State leading 14-0 over Tuskegee. Double receivers to the left. Got one man split wide right. And the quarterback, DeRamus, has gone all day today, and he is going to fake it there. Woo!
Almost got his head taken off, boy.
Yeah, he fell right into the arms of the Ram defender there who yanked him down. And see if I can pick it up. He's going to come out of the game, see who that was. It might have been John Kelly, and that is Kelly. They've been rotating him in and out with Deontay Jackson, and they've been doing a really good job. I also want to remind you, coming up on Saturday, October the 19th, is going to be Fall Open House, 9 to 12. So if you're interested in Albany State, I want to come take a look. You can come out from 9 a.m. to 12 noon in the Hyper Gym. And, of course, we got a game that day in a couple of weeks. We'll be hosting Benedict. You get an opportunity to come to check that game out. We'll give you some more details about it throughout this broadcast. So it'll be third down and about 4 to go for Tuskegee. They're ready to go. Quarterback pumps, and he's going to throw it and broken up.
Excellent defense over there.
Jalen Bush. And that's a good job. That's how you play cornerback.
Yeah. He ready inside out, baby.
So Bush doing a great job. Of course, we know his family well. 5'11", 175-pound senior from Albany, transferred to us from Savannah State, and Bush is going to get the defense off the field. Good job by the Dirty Blue. Fourth down and a punting situation.
Yeah, we're going to have to send back number 80. Yeah, for the Rams, Rashard Jordan.
Come on, Rashard.
The return kicks. He's done it a couple of times in the place of Mike Green.
Huff, the punt. Wow, great hang time, and Jordan is going to let it go and run away from it. It'll take a Ram bounce backwards, but we'll be back at about the 35-yard line. So a good booming kick, no chance to return it with that hang time. Yeah. Albany State ball at the Ram 35 with 9:31 to go here in the second quarter.
That's a 48-yard kick with no return on it. It was a deeper kick than that. Like you said, came back for the Rams about 7 yards. But you put a foot in that one. Where does this guy rank? You were talking about Bolinas was number 1, and the guy from Clark last week was starting number 1. This guy,
6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he averages 36.4.
He exceeded his average on that one.
So nice punt there. Rams backed up to the Albany State 35-yard line as Banu and company ready to go here. Double receivers to the left. They throw it to the short guy. I think that's Sparks who made the catch at the 40-yard line. Lost his footing there. Got 5 yards on the play. So Chris Sparks, 6'4",
Yeah.
Redshirt senior out of Macon hangs on to the ball.
Chris,
It'll be 2nd down and 5.
He tried to make sure he caught that ball.
Yeah, it wasn't the best pass. If
Yeah.
the quarterback puts on him a little bit better, maybe he has a chance to run with it after he catches it. But that's just a good job. We're going to give Chris credit for catching that one. I think that's probably his only 2nd or 3rd target since that big drop he had at the Mississippi game.
2nd and 5, and Habersham, I think, on the run for the Rams.
First down.
And they're stopping the clock. I think have they indicated they are saying first down. So McKinley Habersham, of course, with a nice run. Habersham 5'9". He's a redshirt senior, been here 5 years, 195 pounds, and quickly they give it to him again. Albany State with the quick tempo, handoff again to Habersham, and he is going to run for a couple of yards. And I was looking earlier, we have McKinley Habersham, and then they have a player on their team called Hammersham. I don't know if you saw that, Norman.
Hammersham?
Yeah, I have to find him on their roster in just a moment. I noticed that earlier.
Cousins?
No, well, it's spelled different.
Spelled differently.
Yeah. And I don't know if you picked it up. I know I spotted it earlier. Oh, here we go. His name is, actually his first name is Hammersham White, number 30.
Ooh, they were waiting on that one, Fred.
No gain there on 2nd down, so we stuffed there at the line. It'll be 3rd down and about 8 coming up. Number 30, you got number 30 for Tuskegee?
Yeah, they got him listed as Cameron Tate.
They have 2 30s.
No, they only have
not
one
on that one. Okay.
Yeah,
they have 2 listed here as a running back. So maybe he's not dressed in this game today. But it'll be 3rd down, no gain on that play. 3rd and 8, so a possession play for Albany State. And the Rams probably got to go to the air. Somebody's got to step up with no Mike Green on the field. Lost him on that first punt today. 3rd and 8. Banu pumps. Now he's going to try and run for it. He's not going to make it. He'll get to midfield. And they had good coverage downfield on our receivers. And it'll be a 4th down and 5. Rams will have to punt this one away.
I thought Banu could have sped it up a little bit because he had daylight once he got past the line of scrimmage. No, go ahead.
Well, and he didn't really have any pressure on him, so he had a chance to look around and try to find a receiver a little bit longer. He didn't hang in the pocket too long. But that's okay because he didn't make a mistake. He didn't turn the ball over. The Rams are going to punt it from midfield, probably pin Tuskegee deep.
Here they come, though.
And let that defense play again.
They have 10 men lined up at the scrimmage. See if they come after this punt. Bolinas, 1 man back deep to return it for Tuskegee. 7 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Rams leading it 14-0. And nice hang time by Bolinas. Can we down it?
Get it.
And it'll bounce there. The Rams a chance. And, yes, it'll be inside the 5-yard line at about the 2. Albany State, good job hustling down there. I don't know who that was that dove in there. Was that Jones, the Rams safety? I think that was Kawamba Jones on special teams. And, of course, he has an interception today, and that's him out there on special teams. That's a great job.
And that's Bolinas matching the guy 48-yard with no return and get him down inside the 2. And the way that Rams defense has been playing, what are the odds we're going to see our first safety of the year, y'all?
I want us to play good defense and make a turnover like we got before here and take that thing for 6.
I want the safety. When me and Fred, I think we were freshmen. And I forget who the opponent was. I think it was Clark Atlanta, but our defensive line literally backed one quarterback out of the end zone with his arm up in the air like this for a safety. I want to see that right down here on this goalpost.
So it'll be 1st down, Tuskegee at the 2-yard line. 6:50 to go here to halftime. 14-0 Albany State. They line up in the pistol back in the end zone. Receivers left and right, and new quarterback in the game. And the quarterback, is he going to get out of there? He bought everything to get out of that end zone. New one in the game, number 14 lined up back there. That's Bryson Williams. He's a freshman, 6'3", 193-pounder. Boy, if we had any kind of heat on him, we would have got him in the end zone. But he gets back out to the line of scrimmage.
Norman almost had his wish.
Yeah, we're going to get it. We're going to get a safety on this drive right here.
Clock will move here as the Rams with the big tackle there. Tuskegee got a pretty good crowd over there, and of course we thinking maybe the game time with the heat we've had may have kept some people away. So if you're out there and you tuned in our broadcast, I want to thank you for tuning in to WZBN 105.5 FM. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Tuskegee at their 2-yard line. Quarterback is going to hand off, and they will get a few tough yards across the 5, about the 6, about 4 yards on the carry, and that gives them a little bit of daylight. It'll set up a 3rd down coming up. So 3rd down, and it'll be about, see what that is going to be, 3rd down and about the ball resting at the 6-yard line. They need to make the 12-6 coming up.
So it's not that hot today. I think a cold front may have moved through earlier this morning, and that's this wind we're getting right now.
That's good.
It feels like it's probably, the air temperature is probably in the mid-80s, and it's a good breeze, so it's not at all uncomfortable out here. Unlike most stadiums, the Rams field is built so that the home team is in the shade as the sun goes down. So they're nice and comfortable out here watching this football game.
So 3rd and 6, Tuskegee ready to go, quarterback under center, and we get a whistle and
timeout.
They get a timeout. Tuskegee timeout. We're going to take one. 5:17 to go to halftime. Albany State 14, Tuskegee nothing. Golden Rams football on WZBN Praise 105.5. All right, thanks a lot. 14-0 Albany State over Tuskegee. Tuskegee took a timeout, and it'll be 3rd down and 6 from the 6-yard line. We'll see what they draw up. Willis Slater, head coach, and, of course, highly involved with the offense. He was a long-time offensive coordinator. He used to be at North Alabama, been the head coach at Tuskegee for several years, and, of course, a really, really good one here. So 3rd and 6 as
what's happening? False start.
Yeah, they bring DeRamos back in at quarterback, too. So they go back to DeRamos, the quarterback that started the ball game. And
half the distance, Fred.
Half the distance. That'll move it to the, 3?
It was half the distance, yeah.
Yeah, it was on the 6, so that'll put it at about the 3. And that'll make it a 3rd and about 9. So it'll be 3rd, and we'll call it 9 to go for a Tuskegee first down. And, of course, coming in today, they're 1-3, and not the normal Tuskegee team we used to seeing. They're averaging just 20 points a game, but they're giving up 26 a game. And
need a good D right here, baby.
Albany State, see if they can keep them here and force a 4th down. 3rd and 9, ready to go from the 3-yard line. DeRamos from the end zone sets up, waits, and flips it to his back out of the backfield. Is going to leap over a guy and might have got the first down.
Man, I'm so disappointed that we didn't get our safety right there. I thought for sure when we got him backed up on that we might get a hold on the end zone to get to that quarterback. But, boy, that's a good play. Best play of the game, really, I think, so far by Tuskegee. Under that type of pressure, that quarterback coming in there to come throw a pass out of his end zone and then get it on the receiver, and he's able to do a nice move and get the first down.
Come on, get set, D.
So he got the 13-yard line. First down, 10 yards on the play. 1st and 10. DeRamos back to pass here on first down. And flip it again. This time it's incomplete. Tried to get it out there to Gant out there in the flat. And it's incomplete. Again, another dump off. It'll be 2nd down with 4:39 to go here. And one of the offensive linemen helmet came off. That'll be number 62 for Tuskegee. That'll be Nathan Harrison. He'll have to check out of the ball game for a play. Coming up at halftime, got a great halftime show. We got both bands here, the Tuskegee Marching Band, the Albany State Marching Rams Show Band that entertain this crowd. And we have a lot of information.
Got the halftime highlights, 7th week of high school football.
Coming up at halftime, got the Box to Row Blitz, and we'll go over some stats, talk about homecoming and some other activities that's coming up at halftime. 2nd down and 10. Tuskegee ready to go from that 13-yard line. DeRamos.
Ooh, that was a false start right there.
And no flags there. We thought they false started, and DeRamos.
I got a hold, though.
And we think a holding going to be coming up against Tuskegee's offensive line. DeRamos on the quarterback keeper out to the 20, but this may be coming back.
It wasn't a hold. It was a wrestling move. The guy, he held him and pinned him to the ground.
Yeah, he did. And then when the guy's trying to get up, he flopped down on him again. So.
Yep.
If you haven't secured a tailgating spot or a vending spot, you still may be able to do so. You need to go to ASUGoldenRams.com, or you can call this number 229-500-2863. That's 229-500-2863. Again, homecoming is next week, next Saturday, October the 12th, and a week full of activities. And, of course, we'll talk more about it, but we'll be hosting Lane College 2 o'clock in 2 weeks from today. The Benedict Tigers, Coach Mike White will bring the Tigers into town on October the 19th, and we look forward to, of course, that's going to be a big game. That game also will be on ESPN3, so we get good media coverage on that day. So the clock runs here, 4:11 to go. Holding called against Tuskegee inside the 10-yard line. The line of scrimmage to 7. Back to pass to Ramos, throws it near side, and it's caught at about the 14, and Bush trying to strip the ball, and they get him out of bounds. Pass complete to number 12. That'll be DeVoris Thomas.
Boy, we gave Thomas a lot of space, a lot of cushion. over there on that side. That quarterback threw that ball from the end zone over there on the right hash, his left. And he threw it all the way out here, boy. And it took a long time to get out here with this wind, and that's going to give him a shot on this third down. See what the Rams can do. The Tuskegee seemed like they had this ball an awful long time to just be still right on this end of the field.
So it'll be third down, and we'll call it about 5 to go from their 17-yard line. DeRamos on third down wants to pass. Has nowhere to go, flushed out, and he's going to pump it. He'll run for the first down to 25 and hit out to about the 30. So good job by their quarterback. DeRamos had nobody to throw it to, but it opened up to his left. He'll run for the first down for the Golden Tigers.
Our defensive end went the wrong way on that. He tried to work upfield, and he went underneath him, still facing the guy and reading off his hip. And he got a first down.
Yeah, I agree with you, Coach.
Yeah.
We'd have rushed him and went inside on him. Stayed in, like you say, stay in the lane. We gave the quarterback somewhere to run. He took the advantage, picked up the first down.
First down at the 30-yard line. They're ready to go here. Option play. Pitch it quickly out there to Gant.
That's a hold.
Look at that
Gant
hold.
gets the corner, and he's going to run up to about the 35-yard line of Tuskegee, and that'll be about 5 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5, but both of y'all wanted holding.
I thought I saw the flag come out because he tackled our defensive end over there at the point of attack. And no flag. We're going to keep playing. The defense got to stiff it up here. Tuskegee getting the drive going out from the 2 out to the 35.
Thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. If you're listening online or if you're watching it online, we thank you for checking us out. 2:18 to go, 2nd and 5. Quarterback, boy, hit as he threw the ball, and it's going to be complete. Looks like the tight end crossed midfield and upended inside the Ram 45-yard line. And the Rams got late pressure on the quarterback, but he delivered the ball to that big guy there. And it's number 85 who caught the ball. He's a big one there, Coach.
Yes, sir. He hurt, too. We put a body tackle on him over there on the sideline. He's trying to get up.
Alexander Mitchell, 6'5", 240. He's out of Birmingham, Alabama. Get down to the Ram 43-yard line. The clock moving, though. 1:52 and ticking here. The Rams leading at 14-0, but Tuskegee with the opportunity here, and we get a timeout on the field.
Yeah, Tuskegee with their longest play of the game, 22 yards on that pass play. And, boy, like you said, Fred, we got late pressure on the quarterback. And then our defender was right there to make the tackle, but they got away from him.
All right, I want to thank you for tuning in to WZBN Praise 105.5 FM in Albany, the gospel leader. And right now, Albany State University Golden Rams football is on your radio. I'm Fred Suttles, along with Norman Newton and Jesse Massey, bringing you this game from the Albany State University Coliseum. We call it the Rams Den. The Rams enjoying a 14-0 lead over Tuskegee. We're closing in on halftime. As they get the clock moving. 1:53 and ticking to go here. So Tuskegee's at the Ram 43-yard line with 3 receivers, the quarterback, DeRamos, and the Rams are going to take a timeout.
Yeah.
All right, Coach Massey.
Yes, sir.
What's the strategy? 1:49 on the clock. You don't want them to score. What do you call up in this defensive huddle?
Well, the last couple of plays, they've been throwing long-distance passes. Am I correct, Norm? And it ran that tight end in the flats underneath, and they got pass play there. And we're putting pressure on it. We just ain't getting there to make the tackle, Norm.
Yeah, they've passed out there, but nothing's really been a long pass. Even that pass that got him off the goal line was about a 20. It was only about a 16-yard pass. That pass there was only about a 5-yard pass, and the guy caught it and ran for a good yardage after the catch. But they just doing a good job right now keeping the quarterback clean. We're getting to him. We're getting close, but we hadn't got him down.
We hadn't got him down yet.
Got to get the quarterback on this.
And a couple of times we would have stayed in our lanes. Remember, we talked about that a little earlier. We went outside and the quarterback cut underneath, and we had to stay base. We'd have probably had that guy in the backfield.
And Tuskegee going to get the ball first in the second half, so it's very important to
keep
Ram.
So Albany State took a defensive timeout to talk about it. It'll be first down, Tuskegee at the Ram 43-yard line. They gave them an opportunity to talk about it on their sideline. Albany State, of course, the home team here at the Coliseum, blue jerseys, silver pants, Tuskegee with white pants and white jerseys, and that crimson trim. First down, ready to go. Rams blitz the quarterback. Don't get to him, though. DeRamos has time, and he dumps it off to his big fullback, and we stand him up at about the 39-yard line. So they'll get about 4 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. The clock continues to move.
Well, I tell you, the Rams defensive line have got to keep their feet in this game. That's the 4th time I've seen a Rams defensive lineman go down, and the Tuskegee, these guys just laying on our guys
and keeping
them from getting up and pursuing the quarterback. And we just got to do a better job of keeping our feet.
So second down, we call it about 6 to go from the 30, maybe the 38, 5 yards, pass, far sideline. Did he make the catch? Wow, what a catch. And they're going to get a first down inside the Ram 30 at the 27 with 1:08 to go. That's a nice catch by Peyton Ramsey, the senior wide receiver. And that'll give them a chance here with 1:08 left.
They're waking up for it. We were too soft on that coverage that time. No, we were 15 yards off the guy. All he had to do is break off and make that catch.
Yeah, and I don't know if they have receivers that are just that talented. The Rams know they have speed or what, but you're right, Coach. We're giving them much too much a cushion.
At the 27, first and 10, DeRamus to throw it, hits his receiver, and on the run and inside the 25 down to maybe the 23-yard line. About 4 yards on the play. We're under a minute left here. 55 ticks to go, and Tuskegee is still with how many timeouts they have? They've used at least one.
Yeah, I thought they used one, but their board says they have 3.
Either way, 44 seconds to go here. Second down and about 6. Back to pass here. Under pressure.
Oh, look at that hole.
Quarterback.
Wow.
And he's going to dump it out there. Kenny again on the receiving end. And the Rams are going to stand him up and tackle him at about the 21-yard line.
I don't know what the official was looking at on that one. I mean, that's right in front of the quarterback. One of our guys getting pulled down from behind. And I know we say holding all the time, guys, and y'all probably immune to it out there. But that one, they got all of it.
And I think Tuskegee's going to use a timeout. With 22 seconds left at halftime, it is 14-0 Albany State. Tuskegee with a timeout. They have the ball at the Ram 21. It'll be third down coming up. Again, homecoming, the greatest of all time, coming up next week. Activities kick off Monday, the big homecoming kickoff on campus with the SGA. And, again, this is the one Norm was talking about on Wednesday, October the 9th. It's the Homecoming Street Festival from 6:30 to 8:30, and that's going to be at the downtown at the Flint Restaurant. That's a big event, 6:30 to 8:30, and it's going to be a lot going on. Also, they have a paint and chill party. It's going to be from 7 to 8 p.m. the blue and gold line dance class. 8 to 11 p.m. is the Homecoming Street Festival. That's the one in the evening, of course, on Pine Avenue. So if you need information about this, just go to asurams.edu. You can look it up. Get your tickets. If you don't have a room, you're not going to get one.
No, not in Albany.
Yeah. That hotel we saw off 75 in Cordell.
Yeah, you can get one out there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm renting out the spare bedroom $100 a night.
Look out.
Breakfast included.
I know Pollock has a couple of rooms. He always talk about he has plenty of rooms.
Big play for it.
Third down. Tuskegee after the timeout. 28 seconds to go to halftime. DeRamus throws it. Caught and touchdown.
Man.
Boy, we got a flag right here. Maybe we're going to finally get that hold that we've been talking about because Tuskegee has got away with a few. And let's see.
22 seconds ago, a flag down in the backfield. So we'll see what this might be. 14-0 Rams, but hold on. It is a holding call against Tuskegee.
Yeah, we finally got it, boy, because they've done it a lot on this last drive, but the umpire finally decided to pull that hanky out of his pocket, and that's going to back him up. Tuskegee, up before that play, had come off the 2-yard line all the way down to 21, so 73 yards on this drive when they had barely scratched out a couple of first downs before this drive, so they really got it together, and the Rams going to have to make some halftime adjustments based on what Tuskegee is doing in this passing game right now.
The holder is going to move the ball out to the 31-yard line, so it'll be third down. We'll call it about 13 to go. So third down and 13 for Tuskegee. They need to get to the Ram about the, 17 for a first down?
Yeah, I think they're thinking touchdown. Well, with 22 seconds, and I think that I don't know how many timeouts.
We got a timeout.
Maybe one.
That's it for us, isn't it?
Yeah, we think we about to haven't moved it off the board, but Albany State's going to take a timeout. And we'll keep it right here as we go into halftime. Of course, we'll get our commercial break in, and we'll get a few of those in. We'll come back with Box to Row Blitz and then halftime highlights from Friday night. And, again, Norman will talk about stats from the first half as we take a look at all that. But, again, we want to remind you a couple of events. Again, the Fall Open House coming up Saturday, October the 19th. And if you are a student, a prospective student that may be interested in Albany State, check out our academic programs. You get a chance to meet with faculty, staff, students, tour the campus. Eat some food and come check out the game. At 2 o'clock, we'll be hosting the Benedict Tigers. And the game will be free to all of our visiting students. And then all guests that come with them only pay $5. That's a big discount.
That is.
Yeah, so that's great. If you need more information, call 229-500-4358.
Come on, Dams.
22 seconds to go to halftime. 3rd and 13 at the Ram 31-yard line. Albany State, we think, used the last time out. 3 receivers here. Doremus, the quarterback, ready to go here. Here's the snap. He wants to pass it. Throws it quickly, going to the end zone, and it's going to be intercepted. Jones with his 2nd interception in the end zone. It's a touchback. Kawamba Jones will put the drive to an end. 15 ticks left on the clock.
Yeah, and boy, the quarterback just threw that one out there. He was double covered. Jones sitting over the top at safety. We talk about how sometimes he was up to the line of scrimmage. That time he was sitting all the way just in the end zone, just waiting for that pass to come down. The quarterback just didn't see him back there and floated it out there. The Rams take advantage. The 3rd interception of this first half after coming into today with only 2.
So 3 picks today, 2 of them by Kawamba Jones, the Rams safety, and Albany State, we think, will just run the clock out with 15 seconds left to halftime. So ASU will line up in that kneel-down formation, and Banu will take a knee. And that's going to do it, Coach Massey. End of the first half, Albany State 14, Tuskegee nothing.
You got them right where you want them now, but you got to come back and play the second half like you did the first half. This game is not over. Remember, I heard Norm say they get the second half kickoff, so you know they're going to throw the ball.
Yeah.
And with a little bit of more running, and then put what's his name, number 7. What's the young man? Gant. He's in the ball game. So there's a lot of anticipation in the second half, Norm.
Yeah. Two-score game, and we know from several watching a lot of football that a couple of plays here and there, and the team's right back in it. So the Rams got to play football, but I'm really impressed with the defense. Coming up with a lot of turnovers, and boy, they gave up 19 points last week against Clark Atlanta, but most of that was on the backups late in the 4th quarter.
Yes, sir.
So this Rams' first defensive unit has just played lights out the last couple of weeks. Looking for the Rams to do good things in the second half.
We got a little winded, too. I'm sorry, Fred. The defensive line, we couldn't get to them like we did in that first quarter. It's hot, so they got to get some fluids in them. My bad, Fred.
No, you're good. So what we're going to do, we're going to step away and take a timeout. And when we come back, we should hopefully get the Box to Row Blitz loaded up. If not, we're going to go to the halftime highlights from Friday night. But right now, it's 14-0. It is halftime. Albany State hosting Tuskegee. We'll be right back. Albany State Golden Rams football is on WZBN Praise 105.5 FM. All right, whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. All right.
punts, Tuskegee has 2 for an average of 47 yards. And it says Albany State has 2 for an average of 10 yards, so we know that's not correct. And third downs is saying that Tuskegee is 1 out of 3, Albany State 1 out of 7. But let's continue. We can see what the leaders have going. For Tuskegee, their leader, well, not quite sure how to interpret this.
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave the stats alone for right now because
14-0. That's a big.
Yeah, scores 14-0. But I didn't want to say something about those high school games last night, Coach.
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
If we have
Go
time
ahead.
for it.
Yeah, we got time. We'll get it. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to give a shout out to all the Georgia Sting players from, say, about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. My son played for the Georgia Sting, which is a local Pop Warner team here in Albany, Georgia. The coach is Trick. Everybody knows who that is. And those guys did a wonderful job with those kids back then. You can tell it's really paying off now because all of them are in high school and playing high school football, and you hear a lot about them. But I want to highlight one in that the Lee County game last night. His name is Chauncey Magwell. He plays receiver for Lee County. And Fred, you would never see a better high school catch than Chauncey made last night. I don't know who they played, but he made a catch, one of those one-handed stabs in the end zone, and he brought it in for a touchdown. And I think it's on the WALB Plays of the Week now. I saw it last night on the news. So I want to give a big shout-out to all those players that played Pop Warner football back in the day that are doing it now in high school. I just saw one down there that made me think of it. Guy, we call him Day-Day. And he plays wide receiver for Westo, number 6. They were off last night, but I told him I was going to give him a shout-out. But just a good job by those guys and playing high school football now.
All right, it is halftime. We're going to step away and take us another commercial break. We're going to come back, third quarter coming up. Albany State 14, Tuskegee nothing. We'll be right back. Golden Rams football is on WZBN Praise 105.5. All right, thanks a lot. And we are back here at the ASU Coliseum. Coach Massey.
Fred, I got one more. And these guys did a great job for the girls, the volleyball team. The lunchroom, they did a good job. Guys, I told you I was going to get down. I am sorry. They gave food every day for the volleyball.
Have you had in their food?
Yes, sir.
Boy, you talking about, yeah. You have to get there early on Tuesday and on Friday if you want that fish.
If you want it now, because their line is outside and everybody wants fish. And
the vegetables are great, too.
Oh, man, they do a great job.
Yes. Again, Homecoming 2019 coming up, the greatest of all time, a week full of activities. Again, I'm going to fast forward a little bit, talk about Thursday. If you like to play golf, there's going to be the National Alumni Association Golf Tournament at Stonebridge from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's big there. There's the alumni business meeting that'll be going on at 2 o'clock on Thursday, and that'll be in Peace Hall Room 127. At 4:30 on Thursday, Student and National Alumni Networking Social. 6 to 7:30 is the Royal Court Coronation. The big alumni welcome reception will be held at the Hilton Garden Inn 6:30 to 9 o'clock, and the Ram Nation Roundup 8:30 to midnight, and that'll be happening at Reese Hall. And then the big day, of course, before the big day is Friday with the big homecoming convocation and pep rally at the Hyper Gym, 10 a.m. Be sure to be there. 12 noon is this National Alumni Association luncheon. And then there'll be vending going on from 2 o'clock to 12 noon. So the vendors will be on campus, of course, Friday. And 7 o'clock until it's the big homecoming concert at the Albany Civic Center featuring Maze. Hayes and Frankie Beverly.
That's a good show.
Frankie Beverly puts on the great. He's been doing it for years and years and years and decades, and got hits, all kind of hits.
Yeah.
And it's some great music, great entertainment. Be sure to get your tickets to come out. And then it's going to be a big homecoming after party with MC Light. She's going to be here. And, again, that's going to be at 10 o'clock at Mary Acres. So if you need more information, go to asurams.edu. And, you know, the big day, of course, is Saturday, the homecoming parade at 9 o'clock in downtown Albany. The game kicks off at 2 o'clock. We're hosting Lane College. And, again, of course, there'll be tailgating, smoke, the way you like it, Coach.
I can smell it.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yeah. And then, of course, a lot of activities. The big victory party at 9 o'clock will be going on at the ASU West Campus C Building Ballroom. And, again, if you need more information, just go to asurams.edu. You can contact the Albany State University Institutional Advancement Office, A.L. Fleming, of course, Andrew Floyd.
Yes, sir.
Sue Polite.
Okay.
Williams, I think her name Williams.
Williams.
Now. I've been
Yeah.
But of course, they work really hard year-round with Homecoming 2019, and we look forward to seeing you participate in the activities, the greatest of all time. So we're getting set for the start of the third quarter. Albany State 14, Tuskegee nothing, and that sun finally trying to go down a little bit. It was a warm day, and hopefully it'll get a little bit lower and help these fans out a bit here. So the Rams be kicking off from left to right. Bolinas set to tee it up, double return team back for Tuskegee. And here's the run up by Bolinas. High end over end angle again this time. He could have let it go out of bounds. And I can't believe he tiptoed that sideline on the return. And I don't know he had presence of mind. He could have let that go out of bounds. They would have had the ball at 35. Yeah, but again, number 19 decided to go ahead and return it. That is DeVarens Valson out of Lauderdale Lakes, Florida. Lauderdale Lakes, Florida, that is. And they will have a first down at their 14-yard line.
The Dirty Blue defense got to keep up what they're doing on them. They can't let it down. This game is not over. Tuskegee went in and made some adjustments. So we got to be ready for that.
And they needed a halftime break because they were out on the field a long time on that last Tuskegee drive. They took over at the 2-yard line and marched all the way down to around the 20. But, boy, it seemed like they had the ball about 8 minutes on the game clock and probably about 30 minutes in real time to do that. And so that defense got to blow. Let's see what they can come out with to start this Tuskegee offense.
DeRamos rolls right. First down, Tuskegee. He's going to run it and be forced out of bounds at the far side of the field. Had nowhere to go with the ball. And is a rollout. He had an option to run it or pass it. He decided to go ahead and run it out of bounds for about a yard on the play. Had good pressure on him, but it'll be second down about 9.
What was that number?
30. Stephon Pierre came from over here, Fred. Yeah. Me and Coach Master were looking at each other like, I can't believe he ran that far. He was lined up over here on the defense right side, which was the quarterback backside, and he ran that guy down all the way across the field. That was an excellent pursuit by Pierre.
And he did not hit him when he was going out of bounds. That makes good judgment right there. That's a good job.
Tuskegee taking a long time. Play clock down to about 10 seconds. We're in the third quarter now. 14-30 just underway. Rams 14. Golden Tigers nothing. And Tuskegee will run it on second down for a couple of tough yards on the carry. Number 8, Patterson out of Atlanta, Georgia. Not a lot of running room there. We knock him down at about the 17. And it'll be another one of those possession plays, 3rd and 6 coming up.
That's their play. That's their stretch play, Norm. They decided to try to get all the way to the edge.
They're zone blocking.
Yeah, the zone blocking.
And Patterson came in with 23 carries, 110 yards and a touchdown. Don't know what he did in the first half. I know he had a big catch to get him off the goal line. Start that drive right before the half.
Tuskegee at the 18, 3rd and 6, as DeRamos wants to pass here on 3rd down. And he throws over the middle. Ooh, dropped. I think the sun was in his eyes. Number 12 came back, Thomas, to try and make the catch. I'm sorry, that's Hodges, the wide receiver. Try to make the catch.
Somebody's down too.
He dropped that ball. That's a Tuskegee player injured on the play with 13:47 to go. So a Golden Tiger down on the field. Hurt. Tuskegee, of course, coming off a big loss last week to West Alabama. 2 weeks ago, they lost to Winston-Salem State. Their one victory is over Kentucky State. And unfortunately, they have an injured player down on the field as the trainers will come attend to him. Albany State had a big injury in the first half. Mike Green, of course, Michael Green, the star for Albany State, wide receiver, 6 foot, 170-pounder, and some kind of arm or shoulder injury he suffered on that punt that he muffed, and I think, he was trying to reach for the ball, and maybe one of those Tuskegee players landed on him, and he's out of this ball game. We don't know how bad or anything at the moment, and of course they probably had to, check him out after this ball game. But we love to get him back, but this is the time somebody has to step up.
Yes,
We've been saying it. At some point, someone's going to have to step up and, be able to make those catches for the Albany State offense.
And we haven't found a good combination yet. And you think with a running game as good as the Rams have, we get some play action going and able to complete some passes to some wide receivers, but it just hasn't developed all season. And we had our starting quarterback injured in the second game, and we are playing with a redshirt freshman, and so I'm sure that has something to do with it. Just hadn't been able to get that consistency. But this will be his second complete game now, so at some point we got to figure out a way to get it done.
Got to get it done, baby.
All right. While we have the injury timeout, I want to thank sponsors for Albany State University Athletics, Phoebe Putnam Memorial Hospital, Flint Community Bank, BSN Sports, Park Inn by Radisson, also the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, Easy Copy, Maryland's Fried Chicken, Nike, King's Family Dentistry, WZBN Praise 105.5 FM, and You Save It Pharmacy. And, Coach, I just ran through the list. Maryland Fried Chicken.
Hey, and somebody got a box, I can smell it.
By this time, Coach Massey would take a break there and be
chomping down some chicken.
But either way, thanking our sponsors for supporting Golden Rams Athletics.
Thank you, Scott.
Yep, doing a great job throughout the year. Those that support, of course, Coach Massey mentioned them at the supporters for the volleyball tournament.
Yes, sir.
The crossover tournament, all those people out there in the community. Don't forget, next Saturday, homecoming. Get your tickets. If you don't have them, you can get them at the bookstore on the East or West campus. I think you can get them at Odyssey Records, or you can just get them online at ASURamstickets.com. So be sure to get your tickets to support the ASU Golden Rams, and it should be a sellout crowd next week. And punting situation for Tuskegee, high, end over end. Jordan is going to let it go out of bounds.
Well, that's a good catch, but the quarterback caught it out of bounds.
Yeah, out of bounds, and we will see where they spot it dead. They will say it went out of bounds at the 46-yard line, so the Rams going to have great field position. First possession by Albany State here in the third quarter with 13:42, still a 14-0 ball game for the ASU team here. Last year, they shut us out in the Whitewater Classic.
They sure did.
Yeah, the fifth. We played them 5 years in Phoenix City, and last year, 2 years ago, we were able to defeat them, but last year they got us shut out 20-0. So Albany State, and of course, I think of the last 10 games, we've only won 2 since Coach Slater's been there. So he's really had Albany State's number, and most of those games have gone down to the fourth quarter, the last 1 or 2 possessions, and they've been able to win the majority of them. So the Rams get penalized. What happened?
This guy right here talking to Coach. 89. I hope I say the right number there. He's coming off the field right there.
It's like number 83.
83 false start. See, you got to have a rhythm now. You know you got to lead, but you got to play with intensity and under control and do execution in plays. That's a bad start right there, starting off the second half.
So it'll be 1st and 15. They back us up to the Ram 41-yard line. Banu ready to go, the quarterback. He will hand off to Habersham, and Habersham, he tried to change directions there. He started out to the right, cut back to his left. He does get about almost the 5 penalty yards back, so we'll give him that. It'll be 2nd down and 10, so 5 yards on the carry there by Habersham.
And the Rams check in a couple of wide receivers. They're number 80 and number 82 for the Rams, going to be Jordan and Grant. That Grant is a tight end. Let's see if we dial up a pass play here on 2nd and 10.
Got Sparks split wide to the right side here. The Rams ready to go. 2nd and 10 at the Albany State 46. Banu pumps, wants to throw it, trying to set a screen up, rolls to the left, still on his feet, and he's going to tuck it, try and run for daylight, and he's going to go out of bounds at the far side of the field. That time they tried to set a screen up, but Tuskegee had numbers, and the quarterback did a good job of getting out of there. Didn't get a lot of yardage, but he was able to not lose yardage, so he'll get out to about the 48, couple of yards on the play, like he ran about 60 yards.
Yeah, and I congratulate him because he didn't try to force anything to him. He didn't have anything. He was trying to throw it on the run, so you don't want that to happen anyway.
And we've yet to take that shot. We mentioned it earlier.
Well, they got twin safeties back there.
Well, look how deep they're playing off this guy. I know that linebacker's coming over to get him, but still.
3rd and 8.
He's out there.
Banu rotates to the right, wants to throw downfield, and he doesn't have anywhere to go with the ball. He's going to get out of bounds. Won't get the first down. He may have lost yardage back at the 45-yard line. So good coverage downfield by Tuskegee, and it'll be a 3-and-out for Albany State.
Boy, I tell you, that's one thing about our running game and not having a pass game. Whenever we have a penalty, it seems like we just can rarely overcome it. That time we had an off start on first down, a false start, and put us in 1st and 15, and just not able to overcome that. Tuskegee able to get us on a 3-and-out here in the first possession of the second half.
Ladaro Petway back to return for the Golden Tigers. Belinas, the Ram punter, set to go. Leading punter in the conference. He gets the punt away. Not that deep, but a lot of hang time, and Petway is going to make the fair catch. And it'll be Tuskegee ball. 29. They spot him at the 29-yard line. So first down, Tuskegee at the 29. 11:40 to go here in the third quarter. Still 14-0 Albany State.
You would want to think you would come out the second half with a little rhythm there, try to get a few first downs and put a little pressure on their defense, but we went 3-and-out. So now we got to reorganize. Our defense got to come back out there now and try to shut them down.
So Tuskegee's offense will roll back out on the field here. The quarterback, he stepped out for a moment. We've seen two today. They put their freshman in there for a moment, number 14, Bryson Williams, but DeRamus has gone most of the game. So first down at the 29-yard line. Tuskegee ready to go. 3 receivers and tailback on the carry there. That's going to be Taylor, that is, number 4 on the carry. Torrin Taylor, he's their leading rusher, 5'7", 180-pounder. He's a sophomore from Scottsdale, Georgia, and he got good yardage on that run.
Rollins had him in the hole right there, and he just able to step around him and pick up, 7-8 yards. Rollins had him right there at the line of scrimmage, number 39 for the Rams. But that's a shifty running back. Rollins broke down. He just went right around him.
So it'll be second down and about a yard to go. They spot it down at the 38-yard line of Tuskegee. They're ready to go here. Give it to the big fullback, and he's going to use that body forward and power his way for a first down. So it'll be first down Tuskegee across the 40 to the 41-yard line. That's number 27 on the carry there.
Come on, Rams.
5'10", 220. He looks bigger than that out of Madison, Florida.
So, Coach, I just noticed that the head linesman and the line judge are flipped. Now, is that something they normally do in college?
I don't think so. That's the first time I've seen that. You brought that to my attention.
Yeah. Not sure what happened.
First half, they were working the other.
Yeah,
they were doing it different. So either way, it's 1st and 10. Tuskegee at the 41-yard line. They're ready to go here. DeRamus, play action, going to throw it back. That was a lateral.
Ooh, look at that block in the back.
And it's going to be number 8. A nice run there after he caught the ball there. So they flip it back to Evante Patterson. And Patterson gets a Tuskegee first down in Ram territory.
And number 10, Petway, was over there blocking our guy in the back right at the point of attack. And it's on the other side of the field, and we see it. I don't know how they didn't see it down there officiating. Another missed call. All we can do is hope they go both ways.
First down at the Albany State 40. We call it about the 48-yard line of ASU. On the run here, Kenny Gant. Gant is going to run inside the Ram 45 down to about the 44, 4 yards on the carry. Got a score update at Arkansas Pine Bluff. They are leading Lane 31-28. So 31-28, a 3-point lead for Pine Bluff out of the SWAC. Lane. Of course, some other finals today. Victory Central State won over Edward Waters, and it was Morehouse over Kentucky State. Clock moving, 9:50 to go here. Second down and about 6 at the Ram 44-yard line. Tuskegee offense, 3 receivers, and of course, DeRamus, the quarterback, in the pistol. Low snap, play action, gonna throw it, hit his receiver, and we yank him down inside the 30 at about the 27-yard line. Number 1, Peyton Ramsey. Again, Ramsey, of course, came in today with 10 receptions, 176 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He gets a big first down at the Ram 27-yard line.
And that Ram defense is looking like they're starting to wear out. I see a lot of guys holding their hips, guys bending over trying to stretch it out. Again, they've been on the field a long time against this Tuskegee offense because the Rams had a 3-and-out. Tuskegee had the ball most of the second quarter.
So here we go. They flip it out there, and that's a live ball. That was a backwards pass. If the Rams, could have got to it, that would have been ours. But Taylor, they're going to lose yardage. Taylor did fall on the ball, Torrin Taylor, and they'll lose, I don't know how many yards. They'll spot it down there with the 31. That's a 4-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 14.
Number 73 was the player that got injured on that last drive for Tuskegee. He's listed as their starting left tackle. I was trying to see if it was going to make any difference with the way the Rams tried to pass rush, but we still haven't been able to get to the quarterback. He's had a couple of chances to sit back there and throw the ball on us. Let's see if the Rams can get a pass rush going. They're playing with some backup linemen in there. I'd like to see us get some pressure on the quarterback.
Clock is moving. 8:27 to go. We're in the third quarter here at the Coliseum. Rams still a 14-0 lead. 2nd and 14. Tuskegee nailed. What a big play there. And who was that?
Was 55
it Pierre?
For the Rams.
55?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be Malik Barnes, big linebacker freshman from right down the street in Camilla. Able to knife in there.
It's kind of in the house.
Yeah, able to knife in there and get some pressure right up the middle and slam that running back down for a 1-yard loss.
That's a big right here, Fred, because they got a little momentum going now. They drove the ball a little bit. So
knocked him down at the 33-yard line.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 16. So Tuskegee ready to go from the Albany State 33. DeRamus has time, waits, throwing it over the middle, and it's going to be knocked down. Good defense there. Number 39, Rawlings, came over and knocked that one down. He had a receiver in the area, but the Rams had more blue jerseys, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's a good job by Rawlings. We've seen him hovering around the line of scrimmage. I said a little while ago he missed a tackle in the hole. He made a great play there. Deep in the secondary, knocking that ball down. That looked like it was going to be a Tuskegee touchdown. He flashed over at the last minute and got a hold of it. They're going to come out and try a 50-yard field goal this time after missing one from about, 46 earlier in the half, I think it was.
Right. So
early in the first half.
Come on, Rams.
So here we go, a 50-yard field goal attempt. Arnaz Husky. And here's the kick up, no chance. It'll go down over there near the homecoming court.
Oh, the king got it.
Yeah. So 7:33 on the clock. The Rams will take over. They attempted a 50-yard. That one didn't have a chance. He never got underfoot. And I asked Bolinas. He does not like to kick at home as much as he does on the road because the grass here is higher.
Okay.
And that impacts his plant foot and having to get under the ball different. Yeah. And remember the field goals before he hit at West Georgia?
Yes.
That's natural grass, but it's cut really low. Ours is taller.
Okay.
So I'm not for sure how they come up with where they spot the ball after a missed field goal, but I guess it's just the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. So we take it from the line of scrimmage, the 33-yard line, handoff, new running back in the game for Albany State. And let's see which one of those this is. That may be Brooks. Boy, he's going to be slow getting up.
now.
No, I'm sorry, that's 22.
That's Tracy Scott.
Yeah, Tracy Scott. I thought that was a new one. So Tracy Scott.
That's not good. Now we've had our leading wide receiver go down, and Tracy Scott looks like he's in a lot of pain over there on the sideline. Let's hope
he injured his ankle. I hope in fall in practice, not during the week, but fall practice.
So Tracy Scott being attended to by trainer Becky Bohr at the sideline, and he is in some kind of pain out of the ball game. It'll be 2nd down, and we call it about 7 to go. And boy, we had going to get penalized there. Had a late. Looked like DeBerry tried to check in at the snap. So that's going to be procedure against the Rams. That'll back us up. So instead of 2nd down and about 7, it'll be 2nd and 12 coming up after the penalty.
And if we only had 10 players in there, the best thing to do then is just to call a timeout or run the play with 10 players. Don't try to get on there late like that. And I'm not sure. I thought we had 11. And it looks like we did. And now the Rams just look totally confused here on offense, as we can't figure out how many players. Now we have 11, but the play clock's all the way down to 14, and we're just breaking the huddle.
So we're ready to go here. 3 receivers for Albany State. 2nd and 12 back at the Albany State 31-yard line. 6:34. The clock moves here in the third quarter. And now they get the play clock going here on 2nd down. And we will hand off to a running back, Habersham. Habersham, boy, tough run. And
good job, buddy.
And he is moving the pile. That's going to be a Rams first down.
Oh!
My goodness. And he's going to get up to about the 48-yard line.
They're going to mark it back at our 48.
Yeah.
I guess the whistle had blown, but that pile was still moving.
Ain't supposed to blow that whistle with the pile moving. That's a good job by Habersham on that.
Now, Norman, if you're the umpire, what do? Get out of the way of that pile?
Well, I couldn't get out of the way last night. I went down hard, man. Coach Match and everybody laughing at me. I have to tell you about that.
It comes with the game, baby.
That was my first time going down in the middle of the field like that, but I feel pretty good about it.
Nice run Nice long run there by Habersham, almost 20 yards on the carry. And here we go, daylight, the 40, 35, 30. Tries to make a move and power his way inside the 20 down to about the 18-yard line. Another big run back-to-back. McKinley Habersham, the redshirt senior.
Yeah,
that's that good north and south. Go ahead, Norm.
Yeah, maybe McKinley Habersham feels like he saw his buddy Tracy Scott go down. I'm trying to spot him on the sideline and see what's going on, but he was like, he got a little extra juice there after that. And 2 big runs for about 50 yards total. 24 yards on the last one. First down at the Tuskegee 18-yard line. Rams ready to go here. And we handed off to number 29. I think we got 29 in the game at running back. That is Marquise Fulks. He's one of the true freshmen out of Powder Springs. Got a couple of tough yards down to close to the 16-yard line. And it'll be second down, and we call it 8 to go.
That thing closed. It's like it was a
But you remember last week, Fulks, and what was the other guy that came in? Brooks.
Yeah.
Those guys had long touchdown runs against Clark Atlanta. And good to see him get some game experience. Gonna need him if Scott is hurt.
They're both in the game now. Play action. Bonu to throw it and drop at the 5-yard line. That is Sparks. He was open, and he would have had a first and goal at the 5-yard line. Couldn't hold on to it.
They got 22 on the table. Look here, Fred. He's in a lot of pain. Look like his ankle.
Boy, and it's unfortunate for Scott Sparks to drop that pass. And we talked about the one he dropped against Mississippi College. We feel like it probably would have won the game for us. Would have been a big play. But boy, that one was right in his hands there. Would have been around first down, and he just dropped it. Got to catch that ball, young man.
4:31 to go here in the third quarter. Third down, and we call it 8 to go at the 16 of Tuskegee. Bonu back to pass here on third down. Waits, throws over the middle, and Jordan got a flag.
Yeah.
Incomplete at the 1-yard line, but this may be interference against Tuskegee.
Number 30, Fred.
Like he was trying to hold on to him.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to. He hooked his arm there. I think that's Cameron Tate, the defender, because he had him. He did a little hesitation move over the middle on a little post route, and that would have been probably a Rams touchdown. This is going to give us a first down. And that was a good job by the quarterback getting his receiver to make a play on the ball. So we were talking about who's going to step up. We seen the quarterback that time go downfield twice, trying to get this passing game going. And one play was up. He put the ball right on the receiver both times.
All right, pass interference. First and goal at the 4-yard line of Tuskegee. Albany State, Habersham hit in the backfield. And finally, the second guy going to bring him down. We'll lose a couple of yards. They'll spot him back at about the 8. So we lose yardage there. It'll be second down and goal coming up. So they had a lot of pressure on Habersham. He had to shake one guy, couldn't do it with the second.
Well, we saw how before when the Rams were down here, those guys, they just sold out against the run on first down. And so, you think we would come up with something different on first down now. Let's see what the Rams do here on second and goal again.
3:56 now.
Number 2, Ricky Norris is the guy that talked about on defense. Have to watch him, and he was on that one there. So the clock moving here. Still a 14-0 lead, Albany State. Fred Suttles with Norman Newton and Jesse Massa here at the Coliseum. Second and goal now. Play clock down to 5 seconds and ticking. Got to get the snap off, and Rams going to have to use a timeout. Albany State will take a timeout. We're going to take one. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. Golden Rams football is on WZBN Praise 105.5. All right, thank you for tuning into our broadcast. I want to thank everyone at Praise 105.5 FM doing all the hard work behind the scenes. Got BJ working with them now. So BJ the baby job back at radio control. Of course, Glenda and everybody else. Bishop Alford, who worked with us a few weeks.
Bishop.
Yes, and everyone. Of course, Pastor Hurd and everyone at 105.5. Thank you very much. So second down and goal. Albany State ready to go at the 8-yard line. Habersham on the run. Boy, he had Tigers all over him. Those Tigers drag him down. They were on top of him. Number 40 trailed him on the play, and he had 2 other guys there. Number 40 for Tuskegee being Matthew Kinney. That'll set up a 3rd and goal. They say no gain on the play. Still at the 8.
Oh, baby.
Well, I would like to saw him pull that one out on that.
Yeah.
That one looked like he had something going to the outside. Everybody crashed down following that Habersham fake.
Big play here, baby.
So this is it. Double receivers to the right, 1-man split to the left here. The quarterback lines up again in the pistol. Deontay Banu, play action, wants to throw it, fires it, touchdown.
Yes.
Javon Wooten with the TD for the Rams. 8 yards, and Albany State increases the lead 20-0. That was a bullet.
That was a bullet. He threw that ball with a lot of confidence.
Touch.
We saw the last 2 passes he put right on the receiver. That one was completed for the Rams touchdown. That's a good job by the young quarterback. We got something with this guy, I believe, Fred.
Albany State 20, Tuskegee nothing. Bolinas with the point after try. 2:58 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Next week, homecoming 2019. The Lane College Dragons will be in town. And we can't say it enough. Get your tickets early. Bolinas with the point after. Good. Albany State 21, Tuskegee nothing. We're going to keep it here. Coach Massey.
Hey, I like
nice
that.
drive.
Nice drive.
Couple of nice long runs in there, too.
Ate up some time off the clock. Poise. The young man showed a lot of poise there because they were coming with that pressure up the middle and on the wings. Norm. Go ahead. That's all Norman
Yeah,
to say.
and we did get the benefit of the pass interference, but, hey, we did what we need to do, got in the end zone.
Yes, sir.
Norman.
What I just saw, Tracy Scott's down here getting that ankle taped up. Looks like he's putting his shoe back on to get back in the game. But Habersham, his running mate in the backfield, comes over and they're talking and high-fiving it up and giving each other hugs. I like to see that. That's why I like football. That's why I like football. See these young men working together, teamwork, getting something done, that camaraderie. I like that.
So the Rams lead it 21-0 here at the Rams Den, ASU Coliseum. Albany State 21, Tuskegee nothing. And we get set for the kickoff. Also want to remind you, coming up on Saturday, October the 19th, fall open house. Inviting all prospective college students to come out to find out about what ASU has to offer. Our great academic programs. You get a chance to meet with faculty, staff, students, and much, much more. So be sure to log in to asurams.edu to get more info. Kickoff from the 5-yard line. On the return, he slid down at the 15 and rolls out. And they will say he's down at about the 17-yard line. So if you need more information about our open house, you can dial 229-500-4358. Tuskegee first down at the 17. Coach.
You know what's good about us scoring in and maintaining the ball? We've been talking about the defense need a little break. They got one then. Now they should be able to do a good job here on defense and shut this potent offense Tuskegee has down with 2:51 left.
Yeah, it's a 3-possession game now, 21-0. So it does give you a little breathing room. And back out that cornerback, we see Jalen Boyd. He's been injured too. We hadn't seen him a lot to start the season. He had an injury. And Boyd, one of those good cornerbacks, 6 foot, 175-pound senior from Fairburn, Georgia. He's on the field playing right side right now. So first down from the 17, a handoff. Running back, head low, knees high, goes straight forward. Patterson on the carries. That got about. It's about now to 21, 4 yards.
Clock, Fred.
4 yards on the carry.
Ran the clock. It was 2:51.
Yeah, it was 2:51 when the drive started.
Yeah.
It was 2:51 after the play ended.
Yeah, it's running now. So the clock moves. It is second down. We call it 6 to go. Tuskegee here at their 21-yard line, going from right to left on your radio. DeRamus wants to pass here on second down, fires it over the middle, caught for a first down. Number 19 able to hang on to it and make the catch. That is going to be Valson on the receiving end. It'll be first down, and it'll spot it out to the 30-yard line. So a nice little pass there to the left, and they get a first down.
Tuskegee has shown the ability to move the ball a little bit here on their last couple of drives, but the Rams defense doing a good job of closing the door on them both times when they got down in our territory. Let's see if they can stop them earlier in this drive.
From the 30-yard line, they hand off to Patterson. Patterson fighting his way for tough 2-3 maybe yards. Deshaun Rosser and a couple other guys in there to help slow him down, but he give him about 3 yards on the carry out to the 33. It'll be second down and 7 coming up as we wind down the third quarter. Got 1:57 again. That clock stopped.
Yeah, the referee stopped it because one of those Tuskegee players' helmet came off. The guy tried to put it back on down there in the in the scrum, so to speak.
Yeah.
But the referee came in and told him he had to go off a play.
So they get it moving again. A minute 48 left here. It'll be 2nd and 7 here from the 33-yard line. The Golden Tigers ready to go. We blitz them here on 2nd down, and they're going to run it to Taylor. So Tyron Taylor out across the 35, 3 yards out to the 36-yard line where we collar him down there. It'll set up 3rd down and 4 coming up. So another possession play coming up for the Golden Tigers.
And we need to try to stop them. Good job on the defense right here.
Yeah,
now.
that's a good job by Kelly, number 59 in the middle, playing tough, doing a good job for the Rams. He's had a couple of nice tackles in there today. That running back was running hard. He was able to drop him to the ground.
So big one, 3rd and 4 here at the 36-yard line. Back to pass to Ramos. Throws it, and it's almost caught, almost intercepted. It's incomplete, though. And it'll be got a couple of guys getting up slow there. 4th down coming up there. Got a little late pressure on him and got another guy limping off the field for the Rams. That's Pierre, I think.
Pierre.
1:02 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and boy, we had a lot of that. So Stephon Pierre favoring his right leg.
So that tells you what they're doing down there, chopping him. I know.
Yeah, you bring
going
right on
legs.
that, Coach Matthew. Well, I thought Tyler Scott was going to get him one in. He tried to kind of like pick that ball up off the ground. If he just goes down and cradles it, I think he has an interception
Run,
there.
clock, run, keep running.
Got an injured player down again. That's Stephon Pierre, but the clock continues to tick with 43 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Again,
somebody not paying attention.
Pierre, 6'3", 200-pound sophomore from Tallahassee, Florida. And they have SIC officials downstairs. I saw them earlier.
For real?
Yeah, so they're in the box below us where we used to be.
You're going to put some time.
And they're going to reset the game clock here. So 4th down, a punting situation here as Huff is set to punt the ball away for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee.
That breeze just hasn't let up all game long. I hope it's ushering in some nice cool air for South Georgia.
Look at that up back there. Think they snap it to that big guy?
No.
That's a bowling ball in there.
4th down.
Get away, let it go,
And not that deep. It'll go inside the 30 and be down to around the 26-yard line. So Albany State will start at the Ram 26 with 55 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Got 2 bands. The young ladies are dressed out today. And what color, Norm? What color?
It's pink for breast cancer awareness.
Yes, sir. You got it, baby. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Fred. That means you'll see pink. And y'all had it on last night on the field.
Yeah. Had the pink accents on our uniforms.
Pink uniforms?
No, pink accents, Fred.
Y'all make me want to come to the game.
That would be nice. I can handle it. I'm masculine enough to wear pink. I ain't worried about it.
Breast cancer awareness.
Yes, sir.
Again, of course, you'll see it like throughout the month of October. So it'll be 1st down Rams at the 26-yard line. They're ready to go here. And we had movement over here. I think Wooten went early. Javon Wooten, there was a little movement. And it's going to back us up. And that hurt us last time we backed up to start the possession. So it'll be 1st and 15.
So Wooten's over here on the backside. He's in a 2 wide receiver set over here on the backside. And that's going to be an option to the other side. I have no idea why he's in such a hurry to get going. But either way, he caught that touchdown pass a little while ago, right? So I guess we ain't going to say nothing too bad about it.
Yeah, so Wooten, of course, he's a little guy. Came in today with just 3 receptions, but he has a touchdown now, at least 4 on the year, and a TD. Wooten out of Tallahassee, Florida. 1st and 15, Albany State. And we will give it to Habersham. And, boy, they tangle his feet up in the backfield. Good defense there by can't pick up maybe number 6. Is that number 6 back there?
Yeah. And Tuskegee Band's now
number 2. No, that's the guy we talked about, Norris. Yeah, number 2, the linebacker.
Tuskegee Band not doing what Albany State Band was doing earlier, playing while we had a ball. But that time, Tuskegee, of course, they're telling out to stop the run. That time we had 3 receivers over here on this side. They had two guys over here defending, and the safety all the way over there. We had a really big mismatch, but we ran the ball.
It'll be 2nd down, still about 15 to go for Albany State. Handoff Habersham, had to change directions, and but not going to get a lot there. Finally, a host of Tigers would yank him down about the 25-yard line. So he got maybe 3 yards on the play. I want to thank you for tuning in to our broadcast. WZBN Praise 105.5 FM in Albany, Georgia, the gospel leader, bringing you Albany State Golden Rams football. Fred Suttles, Norman Newton, Jesse Masty. End of the third quarter, your score Albany State 21, Tuskegee nothing. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back fourth quarter coming up next. Thanks for tuning in to 105.5. All right, thanks a lot. We are back to live action here. Fourth quarter just underway, and Tracy Scott back in the game. We didn't get much on the play, but good to see Tracy Scott back in the game for the Rams. It'll be a fourth down situation as we're now in the fourth quarter. Bolinas to punt the ball away to Tuskegee. You have a return man, number 10, is going to be Petway around the 30-yard line.
Got a lot going on with those ankles. Tracy Scott injured his ankle. We see Stephon Pierre got his ankle taped up, but he's putting his shoe back on. Maybe we'll see him back in the game as well.
Bolinas gets the punt away for Albany State. Petway is waving away. Did he wave for a fair catch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It was. So he is going to get the fair catch at the 35-yard line. Tuskegee offense will come out with 14-16 left in the ball game.
Now it's crucial that the defense really arise to the occasion, because now we want to make sure we keep this at a 0 norm.
Yeah, well, with a 3-score game,
yes, sir,
you figure Tuskegee's going to have to start putting the ball in the air right now. They've had their most success throwing on that last drive before the first half. They haven't had a lot of success running. Down 3 scores, you figure they probably think they need to score quick. So let's see if the Rams' defensive line can get some pressure on the quarterback and see if those secondary guys can hold up. It'd be nice to get another pick right here. We haven't had a pick 6 yet this year.
We had an opportunity for a couple, though.
Yeah.
So we'll see at the 35-yard line. They're ready to go. I think a new quarterback is checked in the ball game. Yes.
He ran right by him.
And this is the freshman quarterback on the run here, and he's going to run close to first down yardage. We saw him early in the game, Bryson Williams out of Lithonia, Georgia. He's a big one, 6'3", 193. And he's going to get about 9 yards on the run out to the 44.
Yeah, he can move. And that time we got out of our lane, he was able to get around our defensive line. Everybody running deep with the receivers had a nice soft cushion, got in there for 9 yards.
So second down, we call it, a yard to go at the 44-yard line. Williams, the quarterback, new one in the ball game, ready to go here. Short. Williams going to run again, get the first down. Midfield, 45 at the Ram, 40, and knock from behind. And that's going to punch him forward to about the Ram 38-yard line.
Same thing. Our defensive line just not able to maintain good rushing lanes on this guy. You want to collapse the pocket around a quarterback, especially one with legs like this guy has. And once he escaped that pocket, nobody there for the defense. Everybody running with receivers, and he had a lot of space to operate.
They line up with 4 receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Williams in that pistol kind of shotgun setup here. He's going to hand off to Patterson, and the 30, boy, is going to get another first down for Tuskegee down to the Albany State 27-yard line. So, boy, they're looking pretty good right here to start this drive. Got a score update from the fourth quarter. Arkansas Pine Bluff 38-31 leading Lane College.
Yeah, 3 plays, about 38 yards.
Somebody got to get on the ball.
Clock moving, 12:52 to go, and timeout on the field. Who's timeout?
That's our timeout. We were trying to change out our defensive line, and Tuskegee was up to the line ready to go. So that the Rams forced to take a timeout right there. And Coach Master, this is what you didn't want to happen if you're the Rams. You didn't want Tuskegee to come down and get a quick scoring. So the Rams defense got to come up with something right here. Tuskegee's been down here before. They've been down inside the Rams 30-yard line 3 times today and have 0 points. So let's see if the Rams can dial up some and push them back out again.
And it looks like they play with a little urgency too, Fred. They're getting up to the ball quickly. We're trying to sub and make some things happen right there. We're not getting in there to make something happen. Like you say, he's the offense right now. The quarterback is.
So again, they have gone to their freshman quarterback out of Lithonia, went to Arabia Mountain High School, Bryson Williams. And the Rams with that defensive timeout, see what they draw up with the dirty blue defense. So it'll be first down at the Albany
Now our
State.
man has to be careful here playing while Tuskegee had the ball. And they're gonna get another warning.
Oh man!
I don't know why they're doing this. Both bands have been doing it, playing while the other team has the ball. And the Rams are lucky that we didn't get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on that one.
So they quiet the band here. First down at the 27 of Albany State. Tuskegee. Williams wants to pass, throw it up. Short guy underneath. And stood up, and what a great open field tackle there. Jalen Bush, number 16, caught the ball, but he ran into Bush, and that's a good job with a one-on-one guy. Kedrick Green, a short game, but that's a good tackle, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Jalen broke down and wrapped those legs up, right?
Yeah, 3 yards on the play to the Albany State 24-yard line. It'll be second down. We call it 7 to go. Tuskegee, no huddle. They send 3 receivers to the right, got one man split wide left. That's Ramsey. And Williams ready to go here on second down. He was moving. And that wide receiver, they're going to get a first down. But Ramsey was moving at the snap. But they don't call the penalty. His foot, he was not set. But either way, it's a first down at the Albany State 15. Patterson on that last carry.
Too much on these running plays there, Fred. Got to do something to try to stop him, keep him out of the end zone.
And the Rams defense kind of lulled to sleep.
Yeah.
And Tuskegee getting a nice surge with the backup quarterback in the ball game here. First down now at the 15 of Albany State. He's going to keep it. Get around the corner at the 10, 5, and taken down. That was close to a holding when he was getting around that corner. I guess he let up just in time, but I think he got another first down. It'll be first and goal to go coming up.
Too much.
Yeah. The Rams makes defensive line substitution. Whole defensive line coming out. We send back in number 55, 59, other guys. See if we can get something going here. This is the deepest penetration by Tuskegee today.
There's a lot of time in the ball game, though. 11:22 to go. If they can get a score here, they can make it a 2-possession game again. So first down at the Albany State 3-yard line. Lining up under center, Williams. He will give it to the tailback, fighting his way down near the 1, and we stand him up there. So it'll be second down and goal. Got 2 yards on the play, and now we got a.
Oh man,
there's a punch. Yeah, there was a punch thrown by the Tuskegee guy
right there.
He's got to be out of the game for that one. You throw a punch, you're gone.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate if it's offsetting, because it'll help Tuskegee more than it'll hurt Albany State. It'll be half the distance to the goal if it's something against Albany State. But if it's Tuskegee, and we saw that punch when it was a white jersey, number 55, that threw it, and that'll be 15 yards going the other way. So we just have to wait and see what the officials decide here. 2 flags went up. We saw some action going on first, and let's hope that wasn't Albany State, but certainly the second one was against Tuskegee.
11:01 in the ball game here. If the play, here's the referee. Personal foul against Albany State. Unnecessary roughness. And they offsetting penalties.
That boy's supposed to be gone.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Yeah. See, you throw a punch, you're supposed to be ejected. But they say offsetting personal fouls against both teams. It'll be second down and goal coming up. They were after the play. Second and goal at the Albany State 1-yard line. Tuskegee lines up. Tight formation here at the Albany State 1. Quarterback under center. Handoff, tailback, Patterson. And no indication yet. They say from here, looks like he's short of the goal line as the head linesman will run in, and We anticipate a 3rd down and goal coming up.
Run, clock, run. Why you stop the clock?
Yeah, it's running.
And that's got to be what? That's got to be on the 1-inch line.
Look like it is.
Yeah, it's on the 1-inch line. And that big quarterback, if it was me, I'd go to quarterback sneak.
I say that all the time. I don't understand why anything less than a yard. Double team somebody and put your quarterback right behind them.
So it's 3rd and goal, about an inch away from the goal line. Tuskegee, they will break huddle here.
Formation.
They send one receiver wide left, eye backfield behind the quarterback.
Ooh, he moved.
Yep.
Ooh, that was movement.
Possession. I mean, that's going to be procedure. They were moving before the snap. So they did not get fully set, and we anticipate a 5-yard backup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal from around the 5-yard line. So umpire will tell the referee what he saw.
And yeah, the referee, the officials need to get control down there because there are a lot of players standing around talking to each other, and the officials can't even hardly get in and get the ball and assess the penalty because there's just so many players sticking right around the line of scrimmage, talking a lot of noise to each other. So, gotta make sure you could take control of the game.
Take control of the game right here.
Now, if we hold them on 3rd down, you think they go for it on 4th?
Yes, they're going. Absolutely, Brett.
10:03 to go. That's going to move it out just outside the Ram 5-yard line.
Watch
3rd
the slant
and goal.
pass, baby. Come on.
Golden Tigers will break huddle here. They will send number 12, Hodges, wide receiver, split wide right, got 2 backs in the backfield. Pistol set up now at the Ram 5-yard line. Big one here. 3rd down play. Williams, he wants to pass, going to throw it, fade, and out of bounds. Incomplete. He went to Hodges, and the pass was a little too tall. If he caught it, I don't know if he could drag a foot or toe down.
It would have been real tough.
Yeah.
It's incomplete. It'll be 4th and goal, still at the Ram 5-yard line.
But that's the right play. Big Hodges is a 6'4", 175-pound receiver. And, if that's the guy you want to try to go to right there, take advantage of that height mismatch.
You sure he's 6'4" normal?
Yeah, that's what this thing says.
Okay.
Here we go, baby. Big play.
So here we go. 4th down. Tuskegee going for it at the Ram 5-yard line. 9:40 to go in the ball game. Albany State up by 21 points.
He moved.
Williams will roll right. Under pressure in the backfield. Now to the left side. They flush him out, and he's got to just get rid of it. And it's going to be knocked down in the end zone. Incomplete. And the Rams will take over on downs, and they'll hear it from the crowd here.
Boy, Tuskegee came in today in red zone. They were 10 out of 13 with 9 touchdowns, 8 of those rushing, a field goal, and only 3 times they had been denied on downs. The Rams have had them on 3 possessions inside the 20 and denied them on downs every time. That's best playing defense, Fred.
They were on the 1-inch line.
Yeah. So Albany State Ram fans doing the Ram buck here. 9:30 to go. The Dirty Blue defense lived up to it there. They turn them away on downs. It'll be ASU ball at the Ram 5-yard line. Again, thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast, whether you're listening to us on WZBN 105.5 or watching our live stream. Of course, our video production, they're doing a great job. I want to thank our mass communication students that are helping. Eric Tabor, he's the mastermind behind that production. So, again, all the hard work that they do, all the students and everyone else want to thank you. And thank you for tuning in. It's a 1st down run of about 4 yards out to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, about 6 yards to go for Albany State. And right now the clock is what we want to do. Do what, Coach?
Run, baby, run.
Run, baby, run.
Run, baby, run. We'd been bored next then, baby.
Say it like Jenny said it in Forrest Gump.
Albany State taking a lot of time.
Hurry.
Yeah, no hurry here. The play clock with 14 seconds on it as Banu getting late instructions here. So
7 for it. 6.
Yeah, they reset receivers left and right.
Hurry.
We might not get this off here. The play clock's going to expire. Did we get the timeout? I think we had to take a timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah, we take a timeout, and we're going to keep it here with 8:42 to go in the ball game. Reminding you, next week is homecoming.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of activities. If you need information, you can go to asurams.edu. The concert, Frankie Beverly Mays. Coach Mass, what's your favorite song by Frankie Beverly Mays?
All of them.
Happy Feelings?
Happy Feelings.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. Running Away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about the one Beyonce redid?
Oh, yeah, she did a good job on that one. She got the drum.
But what if she's the special guest? with Mays and Frankie Beverly.
I don't think they can keep that on the wrap.
I got to work that night, so I won't be for it. No, I'm going.
I'm going. Yeah. I took off Friday night. We got a game Saturday right after homecoming.
But can you imagine the crowd?
I can imagine the crowd absolutely going crazy in there.
Oh, my God.
I don't know.
Before I Let Go, that's the song.
Now Beyonce, back when she was with Destiny's Child, they did come to Wild Adventures.
They did.
So she might know where Albany is, but other than that, I don't know.
He was the other day.
2nd and 6, Albany State after the Ram timeout.
Good job.
New running back in the game for the Ram, another one of those reserved. This is going to be Matavian Brooks on the carry. So Brooks got some time last week. He's a freshman out of Morrow, Georgia, and that's going to give us a first down. They spot him down at the Albany State 17. 8:27 and ticking to go in the ballgame.
Yeah, Brooks was actually the Rams' leading rusher last week. 14 carries for 132 yards. He had a big long touchdown run, and
Fred, did we have
him and Fuchs did an awesome job.
Player of the week in the SIAC? Did we have anybody?
Not this week.
Not this week.
Not this week. Yeah, good team effort.
Okay.
Yeah, good team effort. So it'll be first down. Rams, boy, taking a lot of time. Play clock down to 4 seconds. Banu in the pistol here. Handoff to the running back, Habersham. Another big run. Across the 30, 35, and out across the 40. Boy, he's had about 3 long ones, and we got 2 guys still hemmed up here.
Whoa.
And here comes the flag. And this is not a good thing there.
Were their helmets hooked up or what? I was trying to figure out why those guys didn't disengage with the official right there between them. Number 13 for Tuskegee is Khalid James. He's a defensive lineman out of Stockbridge, Georgia. Who was that for us, Fred? Was that number 90?
60, I think. I think that is going to be Buchanan. Sundrick Buchanan. And,
that wasn't a good look at all.
Yeah, he's going to get the penalty, too. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Yeah, and that's his
15
first.
yards.
Yeah, and you get another one, you're gone. So 15, that's going to take away 15 after that great run by Habersham.
Yeah, so it's going to be a dead ball. So the run for Habersham counts. The first down is going to count. They're going to back the sticks up 15 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams. But, boy, that's unfortunate because the Rams that was a nice play. And you hate to see something like that after a nice play like that for the Rams.
Leave them alone, get loose, turn loose, and go back and walk back.
If I'm winning, I'm laughing.
Yeah, I'm laughing. I ain't
finna get caught in that bogged down stuff, And we have to tell those guys out there all the time, in high school football.
Hey, man, hey.
You win another team frustrated, man. Don't get caught up in what they're doing because, that's a penalty on your team. That's going to hurt your team. But, they're young men, and sometimes they just don't listen. Habersham
having a good game at running back. Habersham on the carry again, this time short yardage to about the 30-yard line. It'll be 3 yards on the play. And a second down coming up. Clock moves, 7:20 to go in the contest here. Albany State hosting Tuskegee here. And, of course, the last 5 years we played them in the Whitewater Classic in Phoenix City, Alabama. And now we're back at home. Maybe next year we'll be back over at Tuskegee.
Yeah.
That's a tough place to play over there.
Sir.
Down in the hole with the shed.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, the officials got to get in there. Like Rock was saying last night, come in. When they start, you see that crowd tying up, a lot of things happen in there you can't see. Got to get up in there.
Albany State taking a whole lot of time here, and they want that clock to continue to run. Play clock with 5 seconds. Banu sets up, ready to go here in the pistol. Double receivers right. He will give it to Brooks. Brooks on the run, first down, and, boy, fighting through the tackle out to the 42-yard line. And he finishes it well. Nice run there by Matavian Brooks.
Offensive line doing a real good job opening holes again. That's one thing about running the ball. The more you pound on that defensive line, if you're doing a good job, that defensive line starts to get worn out, and you start having bigger runs.
And I see Coach Amos, he gets up all the time down there yelling and screaming.
Buchanan back in the game. They took him out for a couple of plays, settled him down a little bit, and he's back out there playing left tackle. So it'll be 1st and 10, Rams at the Albany State 42-yard line. As we approach 6 minutes left, 21-0 if you just tuned in. Albany State leading Tuskegee. DeBerry, the tight end, in motion for the Rams here. On first down, give it to Brooks again. Hit in the backfield. And this time they yank him down. Good play there. Going to lose a yard back to the 41-yard line. And he ran right into the paws of one of those Tigers, and he held on to him.
That was good, no?
Yeah.
That good, Fred.
Yeah, that was it looks like number trying to wait for him to turn around. Might be number 12 defensively for them.
But did you see the lady getting in there with the lion?
I have not seen that live yet.
Oh, man. She was doing like.
Now, it's different when you're playing Tigers in a football uniform. But she got it in the lion cage.
Man.
That was wild.
What was that about?
At a zoo. I have no idea. They have an
Bronx. I was in the Bronx.
Injured player down. Tuskegee injury. We're going to take an injury timeout with 5:23 to go. Golden Rams football is on WZBN Praise 105.5. All right, be sure to check it out. Big one at the Hassan Temple. 5:17 and ticking to go here in the game. Had an injured player off the field for Tuskegee. It'll be 2nd down 11 for the Rams at the Albany State 41-yard line. Got a lot of time on the play clock. The Rams nursing the 21-0 lead over Tuskegee. Banu going to let it run down as much as possible. He's done a good job.
Habersham dancing in the backfield to the band. How about that?
Red shirt freshman quarterback having to lead the way for the Rams. And look at our receiver there. Is he on the line of scrimmage, the split, the wide?
Wide guy?
Look like both in the backfield. Do we have a tight end?
We have a tight end on that side.
Okay.
No, we don't.
And, yeah, so look kind of strange, that lineup there. But either way, we don't get much yardage. Habersham with the dance, not a lot there on the run.
Yeah, that was an illegal formation by the Rams. I thought we had a tight end on that side, but we couldn't have two tight ends, 2 wide receivers, a running back, and then a guy over on this side. So Rams in a legal formation. No flag. That's why I said you can only hope that they balance out, because we've seen Tuskegee come up and we thought they were in a legal formation or had some procedure starts. And no flag, so they're just letting them play right now.
Don't forget, about 2 weeks from today, Benedict comes to town.
Yes,
we're going to tell you some more about that fall open house. We're under 4 minutes left in the contest. 3rd down 11 at the 41. Again, Habersham will get the run, and he will go straight up the gut. Won't get the first down across the 45 out to the 46-yard line. It'll be a punting situation. Again, thanking our sponsors, again, for bringing you with actually support Albany State, all sports. So our Albany State sponsors, Phoebe Putnam Memorial Hospital, Flint Community Bank, BSN Sports, Park Inn and Country Inn and Suites, both Radisson properties, Easy Copy, Maryland's Fried Chicken, Nike, King's Family Dentistry, WZBN Praise 105.5, and You Save It Pharmacy. So Belinas the punt for the Rams. 3:22 left in the ball game. Again, Petway back deep for Tuskegee. And play clock down to about 2 seconds, and we get the snap off, and Belinas with the punt. Boy, a nice one, booming, and it'll die down there inside the 10-yard line. Great one there by Belinas, and they'll spot it around the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st down Tuskegee, and they say the 6, so 1st and 10. Good job of pinning them deep with 2:59 left.
That's a good job of the Rams offense. They took about 5 minutes off that clock, and that erased all doubt of Tuskegee, all hope, I should say, for Tuskegee of a comeback in this game, where they couldn't get that touchdown there on their last drive, and the Rams offense comes out, takes some good time off the clock. On the 3 minutes left.
You got to remember that the Rams stopped them on the 1-inch line, not the 1-foot line.
Pushed them, got the penalty, pushed them back to the 5-yard line. 2 incomplete passes.
Big thing going to be after this game is the seriousness of the injury to Mike Green.
Yes.
Because you're definitely going to need him to make a decent run the rest of the season, because there's going to be some point in time in the game when you have to throw the ball downfield.
Exactly, Fred.
And the running game has been great, but sometimes, you run into a team that can stuff that, and we'll see how it plays out over the next coming weeks. 1st down, Tuskegee back at their 6-yard line. Taylor on the carry across the 10, 15, and good yardage. He's going to get a first down, and finally the ball fumbled at the end, but they say he was down after he got the first down. So Tuskegee with a first down run, giving him a little daylight.
Running like a man possessed back there. We had snapping it and grabbing at him. We can't get him down.
Yeah. It's going to put, as I said last week, that game against Clark Atlanta put the SIAC back on notice that Albany State still the king of the hill, coming in here and handling Tuskegee 21-0 so far right now. Let's see what those SIAC standards are going to look like after this game.
2:27 left in the ball game. 4 receivers here for the quarterback, and Williams still in there at quarterback. Going to throw it, and it's going to be complete at the 35-yard line, and they finally blow the whistles. He did the right thing. He kept going because there was no blowing of the whistle, and they finally stopped it there. So Williams complete to number 12.
Yeah,
Hodges, and we got an injured Ram that looks like 11, Terry Compton, I think. That's number 11, and he is a key linebacker for the Rams. Compton makes a lot of plays for Albany State. He has 22 tackles coming in, 2 tackles for loss.
And he's getting up favoring his ankle. We've seen 3 Rams go down with ankle injuries, looks like it. And that's all the way up at the point of the tackle. So, there's guys falling around, getting rolled up on, those kind of things from behind probably. But still, very unfortunate. Let's hope, it's something minor and he can get back on the field next week.
1:58, clock moving here in the ball game. 21-0 Albany State. Tuskegee, first down at the 35-yard line. Williams, the freshman quarterback, in the ball game. 4 receivers for him here on first down. He retreats the pass, throwing it deep down that left sideline, and it's going to be caught. And see where they spot him down. And both of the receiver and defender, they kind of had hands on each other. They let him play, and he would catch it at about the 27-yard line. So they complete the long pass play to the Albany State 27 with 1:38 left in the ball game.
Yeah, we played that very badly in the secondary there. The guy did push off a little bit and create separation to catch the ball, but our safety has to do a better job of coming over and challenging, going up for that ball and not giving the receiver such a clean look.
1:38 to go. First down at the Ram 27-yard line. Williams, the freshman quarterback, back to pass on first down. He rolls left, has an open field at the Ram 20-yard line and out of bounds. So nice run there by the quarterback. He saw that green daylight and he took it, and he gets out of bounds. Only 7 seconds off the clock, 1:31 to go.
So maybe the 4th time is going to be the charm for Tuskegee. This is the 4th time they've been down in the red zone today. And with 1:31 to go, the game's not in doubt. But let's see if the Rams defense can stiffen up and keep the shutout.
Somebody on the ground.
It'll be 2nd and 2. We got an injured Ram down on the field, so 8-yard run by the quarterback. 2nd and 2, another injury for Albany State, an injured player down. We've seen quite a few. And Becky, she's been busy there, the trainer.
Goodness. Yes,
so she's been busy with injuries with players left and right. Another one down for Albany State. Again, next week, homecoming 2019. This year's theme, the greatest of all time. Or the GOAT. And how they abbreviated, GOAT.
Yep.
The greatest.
Tom Brady, a GOAT.
We ain't going to.
Coach Master, what's your favorite memories about homecoming?
Oh, man, the 70s. When I went and meeting with the folks that I've seen now 40 years ago, we graduated 40 years ago.
What about you, Norm?
I don't think I can tell mine on a gospel station. I don't think that'll be fair, man.
Fellowship, good time.
Fellowship was a good time. I had too much of a good time and wound up in some bushes, looking up at some people. I don't know what somebody slipped in my soda that night.
But all the alumni come to town. The community comes together.
Yes,
it turns Albany is like a major city. There's people all over the place. Traffic jams and people
T-shirts
everywhere.
Supposed to be selling them tomorrow.
Yeah, everywhere on every corner. And homecoming week coming up. 2nd and 2 at the Ram 19. Back to pass here. Williams throwing it to the end zone, and it's going to be out of bounds there. He led him out of bounds. Number 18 was the intended receiver. A little bit too much on that one. It'll be 3rd down coming up.
All right, so Tuskegee's going to get a couple of more shots here. They probably try to just get the first down right here, get himself a new set of downs, so the Rams probably can look for something short or a run. I think of course, they know that they're not going to win the game. I think they're just really trying to break the shutout. When was the last time Albany State shut out Tuskegee? I can't recall.
It's been, I don't know if we've ever done it, to be honest.
I can't recall it.
They've had some very good teams, but I can't recall one.
Hold on here then.
We beat them pretty good 2 years ago, but I think they scored a touchdown, but not a shutout. 3rd and 2 at the 19. Williams under pressure, and we sack him.
That time.
Ball is fumbled. Did they say it was dead? Okay, they say it's 4th down at the 30-yard line, so 1:11 to go. And they lose big yardage, about 10-yard loss on the play, back at the 30.
And they're going to get to run another play here.
So it'll be 4th down and about 13 coming up. So 4th down and 13 from the Albany State 30-yard line.
And what I like about this is just about all the fans are stuck around. They want to see this shutout. And I guarantee you, if the Albany State defense stands up right here and stops Tuskegee, you're going to hear a roar from this crowd, probably like Albany State scored a touchdown or something.
And how far do you drop back to secondary here? 4th and 13 at your 30. Clock moving with 36 seconds to go.
So I wouldn't drop them back too far. I'd almost play my regular defense. I mean, you might want to have one safety a little bit deeper, but don't give them too much.
Play clock with 7 seconds. 4th and 13 at the Ram 30-yard line. Quarterback Williams, and he's just going to try and run it. And ball fumbled. They blow it dead. The Rams will take over at the Albany State 31, and all we have to do is touch it down one knee. And the Rams will have a shutout, 21-0 over Tuskegee. And they hear it from the fans here. Albany State is going to improve to 3-2. And Tuskegee, boy, I don't know the last time they've been 1-4.
And I'll say it again. They came into the day, red zone offense, 10 out of 13, 9 touchdowns.
Whoa.
8 running on the ground. A field goal, and they don't let them stop 3 times on down. They got in our red zone 4 times today, and Albany State stopped them 4 times on down. That's just an outstanding job by the Rams defense.
Great job by the Dirty Blue defense. Coach Waits, Coach Rivez, co-defensive coordinators, and Coach Gabe Gardena.
I got to tell you why.
Congratulations. 18 seconds left, and Bonu would take a knee, and that's going to be the last play of the game. Your final score is going to be the Albany State 21, Tuskegee nothing. Coach Massey, go ahead.
The Popsicles did it, baby. We did it again
it's
this
always
week.
The Popsicles.
It's the Pop. That's the Popsicles.
We're going to double up the Popsicles. We're going to get them 2 days this week.
We got some Popsicles. Me and Amos got some Popsicles for the guy. Great job getting the goose egg. It means a lot to the defensive coaches and to get a shutout against a team that's got so much, and had a lot of proudness going about Tuskegee. To get this shutout tonight means a lot to these guys going into homecoming to them.
Yeah, now Tuskegee playing for a lot too. They, like you said, Fred, I can't remember the last time they started off 1-4, and they have big aspirations over in the SIAC West. They played for the championship. It's either been them or Miles. I think Kentucky State might have snuck in there one time since the SIAC championship game started. But boy, they're right now hoping that they can get some adjustments made and probably come back and